You humming along over there?
Yeah, it's the jam, yo.
You got a mic check. Mic check.
Yeah. Mic check. Yeah, I got
Giggity.
it. I always put the mic like really far.
Well, yeah, I mean, I got you boosted in Discord 113%. So none of this like, oh, he's coming in low kind of shit. Listen,
Well, here, Timber. He's our mic audio guy
yeah,
in the
come.
chat. Timber, how do I sound for you? Am I good? Am I coming in loud and clear?
Everybody's loud. Hopefully.
Everybody, welcome. What episode is 68?
Yeah, we're up there now.
We took a week off. You know, took a week off. You know,
Yeah, we're almost at the meme number. Teehee.
Teehee.
Teehee. Almost at the meme episode. If you just hit me two numbers.
Man.
I need 69 and 1337. I mean,
1337.
Yeah, 1337.
Remember that? Oh my god. Remember the texting days? Remember those days where you used to like
remember the Texas?
Hello and
yeah,
hi.
remember the Texas Instrument fucking days?
Oh my fucking
Oh look,
god.
I can spell boob.
I can spell boob. Look, I love you.
Yeah, right. Oh look, I put Mario on my Texas Instrument, my TI-84.
Yeah, TI-84. Yeah, we know those. Oh shit. What is it? What do they call it? The scientific calculators?
Yeah. Scientific. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Next week it will be the naughty episode. Oh, let's see, Timber's down.
I don't know about all that. Naughty, damn.
I'm gonna go on camera next week.
You dressing?
I'm dressing up. I'm being naughty.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll probably be the day where we get canceled, right?
That probably be the day you can circle that. It's cancel time.
Okay.
No, man, what's up, baby?
Chilling,
Anything
man.
good?
It's gaming.
Gaming. That's what we do. We gaming.
A lot of gaming. A lot of COD and Apex.
I say gaming, but COD has sucked my whole life away. So it's like it literally sucked my whole life away. So I say gaming, and I was telling Logic chat that there's no game that does it for me. But I almost screwed up my daily streaks on rewards because of COD. Because my daily routine, I tell this to people, I always preach: when you hit your Xbox up, go rewards first, and play whatever you're gonna play. That's been my preach. I almost fucked that up twice this week. It's like, oh shit.
True.
Yeah, I gotta do my streaks. Literally, one time it was like at 11:55 p.m. It resets at 12, and I almost lost a daily streak. I'm like, oh shit. So I had to go in there and do that real quick. I was like, oh no. So still alive. 145 days daily streak. So still alive.
That's crazy. What was Nick? I think I saw Nick's consecutive streak.
No, we don't talk about his streaks.
It's crazy.
That man's
right?
a whole different level.
Yeah.
He's a whole different level. That man. Shit. I think his reward points. I'm not sure at this point if it's a humble brag or like a proud brag.
Isn't he over? He's over like 200K, right?
Yes. And he'll say like update. It's 200. I'm like, all right, dude, lose my number. Like I don't need to see all that. Like
it's fucked up.
Nah, but he's over 200. I think he's saving up though. He's gonna get the Surface tablet. I believe he said.
That's dope.
He's been dying to get that tablet.
I wonder how many points is that? Is the tablet like?
I know. I think 98,000 points is $100. I don't know how much the tablet costs. So, what 500? No, the tablet.
I mean, base level. It depends on which level. If they have like a base, I mean, you never know. Like, right? Maybe they run like a black.
But there's a capped rewards. You can't go, but I think 500K is the most you can.
Oh, really? It's the most you can get?
Yeah. I mean, you can redeem it and then start all over again. But then once
you
redeem it, you get your. That's when the expiration clock starts. You have to use it within 30 days before it expires. Like, wow.
Not all of it though, right? You have to use some like.
Well, once you redeem whatever you redeem, whatever monetary value you redeem, that has an expiration date on it. Like, 30 days to use, or I think it's 30 days. And if you don't use it, you lose it. That's why a lot of people hold points. It's like, until I'm ready to use it, I won't even redeem it.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Almost lost out to those daily streaks. But this week has been eventful. I don't know if you want to just jump right into the week that we've had. Or,
yeah, I'm down.
Yeah. It's been eventful, as you know. My technology this past week has been weird for me. Like the computer just decided to like not work. It wouldn't power on. I tried everything. I asked you. It's like it's probably a driver thing, and then I was like, all right, cool. And then for some reason, something told me unplug your camera. Because I told you, I was like, yo, is it weird that my computer's completely off, but the camera's still powered on? And I'm in my head, I'm thinking somebody's spying me. Who the hell want to spy me? I got a boring ass life. I'm
right.
Monitor, But then I was like, let me unplug the camera. Sure enough, the moment I unplugged it, like literally the moment I unplugged it, and turned it on, it turned on. It literally booted on. Like, oh, I guess it was a driver. Okay, and then it did the update to the driver. I'm like, oh, so it wouldn't update with the camera plug? That's weird. Might be a Windows 11 thing, one of the bugs that it has. But finally got that to work. And then other thing that happened is now I'm dealing with it won't recognize my second monitor, so I got to work on that this week. And then this I didn't tell you, but my Xbox this week has been acting really weird. Like it's been dropping me off the internet as if my internet was disconnected, but it's not.
Okay.
So it kept telling me you need to be connected to the internet to play this game. I'm like, I am on the internet.
So you and Tech just haven't been getting along for the last couple of days, huh?
Nah, it's been just like just not getting along. I fucking know. I'm like, okay, I'm over this shit. It's literally telling me I'm getting old. That's what it is. It's telling me you are at the age where
is that what it is? Why'd you go right to that?
It's because it's before when technology did this to me, I was like boom 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 boom. I know what I'm doing.
Can we timestamp this just so we can bring up the fact that you brought up age first and not me?
I would be heavily editing this episode.
Right. I'm just making sure. But, so for the time.
Yeah, seriously. Now it's like I get a little bug or whatever, and it's like I freak out. I'm immediately on the phone with you, like yo. Help me. I'm lost. Like just turn it off, turn it back on. Okay, I got you. I'm that old.
You're like Captain fucking Self-Report over there. That's fine. I mean, listen, I'm giving you the rope at this point. So anything else you want to divulge, go for it.
Give it all. Yeah. Give it all to me. No, but that's been like this week has been about that bullshit. It's just like technology has not been friendly to me this week, and then I've been playing COD, and still celebrating the daughter's thing with the promotion that we talked about last time, and just numerous things. My wife doing her thing, with her job, just different things like that. Nice. Let's see. Oh, we had a hurricane.
Nicole.
Yeah, I kind of woke up to it. It was like, oh, hurricane?
Right.
It was one of those. Okay, so the joke here is when you're Floridian and a category 1, or if it's not a category 4 or 5, we sit here going, whatever.
It's a storm. It's just a storm.
It's a storm. It's rain and wind, which we get that on a usual summer evening or whatever.
Yeah.
So the news media out here, at least, doesn't pick up on it as if it was a 5 or a 4. It was just a tropical storm turned 1 right when it hit Florida from the East Coast. So
gotcha.
It's almost like the mainstream media in Florida, at least the local media, was not picking up. Like it's like it's coming, blah blah. Like they didn't really like.
Yeah, you guys are so like desensitized to like weather out there. As far as with that is concerned, it really has to be like you said, 3, 4, 5, like in order to like get people like wild up and stuff.
Understand this shit now. Like these days, how not I was old as hell, but like. These houses, these newer houses are like, and the way the infrastructures are here, it can withstand.
Yeah, everybody's windows is hurricane reinforced to a certain level. Yeah,
because of insurance, it has to be. Your window has to be up to code. Your things have to be up to code. Flooding zone, all that shit has to be up to code.
Right.
So when these 1s and 2s and tropical storms come through, it's like, whatever. You know, another typical Sunday afternoon or whatever day it was.
Right.
But no, I literally woke up and I was like, oh. It's raining today, and I'm like, it sure is, and then I get an alert on my phone saying hurricane, whatever the hell the name it was, category 1. I'm like, babe, we're getting a hurricane. She goes, oh, really? Cool. What's for dinner? I'm like, I'm asking you what's for dinner. Hold on.
Sounds like the Hamburger Helper commercial. Wasn't that the Hamburger Helper commercial?
It was like, not even Twitter was like the people that I follow on Twitter that are from Florida. Not even they were like, I had a couple people go, yo, I woke up to a hurricane. I'm like, oh, so I'm not the only one. All right, cool.
That's
I got my mom hitting me up. She goes, is everything all right, Papi? Do you need something from? Like, Mom, we're good. You sure? Like, I heard there's a hurricane there. I'm like, it's already left. It's came and gone. Literally, it's gone. It's not even, it's just, oh, but the power. I'm like, no, I'm just hoping for one in the area the power go out, because if that happens, the national disaster, the state of emergency has been claimed.
Right.
So if one power goes out for 5 seconds, we all get hit up. So it's like, it's one of those kind of situations.
Yeah.
Hey, what's this goop thing you got there? That's different.
What's that? That's the new. That's Catalyst. We'll get into that when we talk about my week.
Okay. That looks interesting.
I got you.
But yeah, man, that's been the hurricane came through, and I keep thinking of that one wrestler. Stand back! It's a hurricane coming through. What was his name?
Hurricane Helms. God! Is it? Yeah, wasn't it one of those like kind of names?
Hurricane Helms, where he dressed up in like all green. Jeez. Stand back! There's a hurricane coming through. But yeah, We're safe. We're good.
Nice.
Technology is still being shit to me, but yeah, it'll all be figured out. But that's been my
And
eventful
mostly
week.
and mostly COD, right? A lot of COD.
Mostly COD, and then getting the news about Gears of War, Netflix. I'm Dave Bautista's trying to put his had never in for
Yeah,
years.
yeah,
Yellowstone getting geared up for that. Have
yeah.
not watched Black Panther, and that new hot ass Drake album dropped
Mm, 21.
2021. So I'm all up on that. What else? And Pentiment. Xbox, get your shit together. Pentiment is coming out this week.
Yeah, man.
What's going on with the advertisement? Let's go. Show it up. But
Maybe
Pentiment,
tomorrow we'll get something on the Monday. You know.
hopefully, because it is
Plus,
coming out
last
this week.
couple of pods we were running on Tuesdays and we were getting like a lot of Monday information. So you never know. We're gonna say all this shit and then come tomorrow, it's like boom, the hype train comes out.
Yep.
And then we look like fools, like, oh look, they were talking about there was no marketing, and look, Monday,
There was no
everything.
marketing.
Yeah,
It's all there. Wow,
everybody starts
I'm an
changing
idiot.
their profile avatars and stuff like that to like the Pentiment, like front cover and shit.
Right, and I'm the
Yeah,
idiot. I'm like, oh shit,
yeah.
I said no marketing.
Fucking sense. They
But
talk about
I
marketing.
mean, Microsoft does tend to use its fan base a lot anyway when it comes to that. I mean, Game Pass was advertised heavily by us, in my opinion, like a lot. But yeah, Pentiment this week, so hopefully you guys download that, play that, and enjoy that. But nah, man, that's been my week. It's been that.
Or last 2 weeks because we did take a week break.
Well, that's 2 weeks. We took a week break. So I've been on that weapon grind. So
Nice.
I'm happy to report that I have only SMGs and snipers left for main weapons to gold, and then I'm going to platinum after that. So
Nice.
I'm on that grind.
Yeah, man. No, so I mean, honestly, me, same thing. A lot of gaming, a lot of grinding. A lot of stuff, a lot of Web3 stuff with my dad. So I'll do real quick. I ended up upgrading my graphics card. Thanks to my dad. Early Christmas gift. Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
No, thanks, Dad, for sure. So I went from a 3060 Ti to a 3080. Now that might not mean a lot to folks. Understand? Well, all anybody's got to know is that just gaming is like. I mean, gaming was good before. Gaming's very good now.
Yes.
Gaming is very good right now. It's like on games where like FPS is like king and things like that. It's like I'm feeling like a whole new person online, especially Halo. Try Halo multiplayer with the new graphics card. I'm skating around the map at 240 frames like on 2K.
To put it in perspective, does it help your KD? Like
Well,
in just the most basic way.
helps me personally. It just helps me react better, just because the game's just more smooth and more fluid, essentially.
Fluid,
yeah. So I'm just able to react more. Like I already have the high refresh rate, like a VRR monitor and stuff that's at 2K. But just once you put in better graphics card that gives you more frames, you take advantage of it in that way. No, my aim, if your aim is shit, your aim is still shit. Like if your aim was shit before you had, like, you know what I mean? Like if your aim was shit before you had,
graphics card
can't blame the equipment of the graphics card. But sometimes you can blame the equipment. I mean, you never know. Maybe you get like a better mouse or something like that. Maybe you get a mechanical keyboard with like linear, true. Actuation. I have optical switches, whatever. I'm not trying to get too like fancy or whatever. Long story short, fucking graphics card is dope. I'm playing it. I'm all over the place with games. Little bit of Death Stranding. Some Apex, waiting for the Tier 1, aka Hardcore mode, to come with Season 1 of Call of Duty, which we're going to talk about, to really start getting in. I was playing some COD, but just haven't been going heavy with that. Obviously, just more Apex. But a lot of single-player stuff, just because I'm trying out, like, the new graphics card, because I'm cranking everything up. I'm cranking 90s over here. I'm cranking, I'm playing Odyssey just before we actually went live. I was playing Odyssey. Just cranked up all the graphics and just run smooth, play smooth for the bear. Just running around killing cultists and stuff. Just having just a lot of fun with it, and tuning it and stuff like that. It's just been just a lot of fun gaming and stuff, and looking forward to what's to come. Definitely to this Wednesday. And yeah, try to think. Of course, League of Legends. Watched. Oh, that's a couple of things. Yeah.
I can ask. Are you on the league still?
Yeah. Still on the league. Still playing with Jeremy. Still playing with the Turpin. Still playing with Buddy Bode. So we still get in some games every couple of days. Pretty much like every day or every other day we're gaming. As it time permits and stuff. With everyone getting on, because I generally mostly just get on like when other people get on with League. I'm not really like solo queuing and stuff. My experience with League as of late has definitely been like play with friends and have fun versus like just going in and playing by myself kind of deal, for sure.
I don't play League. I've never. Maybe
it's definitely a game you can play. It's a game you can play by yourself. It's 100% a game you can play by yourself. But it's definitely a game that is, I think it's just more enjoyable when you play with a group of friends.
Yeah, like anything else, yeah.
Yeah,
Unless it's a single player game, obviously. But
yeah, no, but that game, just because a lot of it is focused on team strategy and stuff like that, and communicating with people, even though you can do all of that through in-game comms and stuff, as far as like a ping system and everything. Even having everybody in the Discord together and being able to be like, oh, hey, let's go do this, let's go for this objective, let's all push here, shit like that, basically, like being able to like game plan and stuff, while
makes
you're in the
sense.
game. So that's pretty cool there. And yeah, man, just like I said, just looking forward to this freaking drop. And I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh yeah, watch Worlds. Shout out to DRX, the Korea team. They won Worlds 2022. They beat
Oh, okay,
T1.
okay.
Yeah, they beat T1, another Korean team as well too. So two Korean teams in the final. Not that it wasn't to be expected. They were just like the best teams essentially to go against each other. At least at the tournament, and they tend to be like, they were pretty high ranked throughout the whole year, and playing and stuff. So they played over in San Francisco because Worlds was held in the U.S. This year. So they played over in the Chase Center where the Warriors played, sold out arena. It was nuts. Little Nas performed. It was a whole thing. Little Nas X. So that was pretty cool as well. And
That's
yeah, man.
that's that's that conversation we had beforehand. It's like I know songs, but these new rappers' names and artists, I really
Well, yeah.
don't.
Well,
I'm not.
the little
I mean, I know
industry.
him. I know him.
Yeah,
Obviously, I know
yeah,
him.
yeah. No, for sure. Well, there's a lot of
Yeah.
littles.
That's a
That's
lot of
a
littles.
It's a lot of littles. Like, just
Littles,
being honest,
littles.
there's a lot of
Yeah,
littles to keep.
there's a lot of those.
It's
Yeah.
not just Little Wayne anymore and like Little John. It's like, no, you got
Yeah.
Little Baby and you got
Yachty and
yeah,
Baby and
little TJ. You got,
Nas
yeah,
X.
yeah,
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a
a
lot.
lot of littles.
My son's always coming up to me with that. I'm like, yeah, Lil, who's Lil this?
Little
Are they ever
Uzi,
gonna get Biggie?
Little Uzi Vert.
Are we ever gonna get Biggie again? I'm waiting for that Biggie something, Biggie tall, Biggie
I was gonna
hard.
say, imagine if you had little Biggie Smalls. Like, imagine.
Yeah, a little Biggie Small. Bring that back. Like,
Jesus Christ.
I don't like. I'm not up to date with. Like, thanks for TikTok. That they're the only ones that keep me up to date because everything now, marketing wise, on
True.
music for me at least, it's
Yeah.
been TikTok all the way. Like, I don't know the artist, but if you play a clip from the song, I'm like, oh, that's on TikTok. I know the dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes now.
Yeah. No.
I know the dance.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what counts. As long as you learn the dance.
Yeah, the dance.
Yeah. No, man, but that's it, man. So just excited, and obviously excited to get back in pod again. So that was pretty cool.
Definitely. Too. Hey, listen, I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Are we gonna get together and like create a new social media platform?
You got $44 billion just fucking sitting around somewhere like that. You want to tell me like that? Because if you just got 44 bills just fucking sitting somewhere, like,
right.
What are we doing right now? Like, why aren't we on an island fucking recording this podcast? Like, why are we where we are?
If we ever get that kind of sponsorship and like investment from
Yeah.
somebody, like a cool investment, I'm definitely gonna triple verify everybody. That's the way to go. No more double verify, it's triple verify, like legit.
Or maybe if you're an esports org, maybe you don't like let a cryptocurrency exchange give you $210 million and then bankrupt themselves a year later.
Oh.
I don't want to listen. No, I'm just saying, TSM. I'm sorry, but like, maybe you don't take $210 million from a crypto company.
Tom Brady a part of that or something?
FTX. There was a lot of people involved with FTX. Unfortunately, I mean, listen, to bring it back to esports. Well, to bring it back in esports. Well, that was just one org, by the way, too. That wasn't even, but
right.
And I'm not getting into the whole fucking thing. Listen, I'm not going to start this whole conversation about it. But suffice to say, because there was a lot of esports ramifications with it, they just did I think they were doing a Fortnite tournament or something like that, and TSM's team were performing well on their jerseys. So TSM was, they were sponsored by FTX. I think Epic required them to block out the FTX on their jerseys, so they had black tape over the fucking FTX logo on their jerseys when they were like, on stage and stuff like that. It was
before
wild.
Or after the debacle?
No, while it was happening, because the debacle was happening while they were fucking basically
live.
kind of, yeah, more or less, like around the same time, basically. Like, debacle happens, they claim bankruptcy, and then Epic was like, "You're not showing that fucking logo on our stream," and so.
We want no part of that
and
smoke.
Then TSM was like, okay, and basically TSM came out, and I guess shout out to TSM to this point. They're like, listen, we're still profitable, and we're kind of holding our own, and this isn't going to affect what we're doing. I mean, they got a lot of things. They got a League of Legends team. They got a lot of teams, a lot of content creators. So, hopefully they can pull through. They didn't put all eggs in one basket. Hopefully,
that's what we hope for. I mean,
that's what you hope for.
That's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of money.
But
but that was
also interesting.
News cycle week, but it was very interesting. Like I followed that a little bit. Like, okay.
But that's enough of me rambling. But yeah, that was pretty much, like I said. That was my week, and yeah, like I said, excited to get to the topics, man.
Topic. So yeah, as Logic stated, we did take a week off. Yeah, and we're back, and we're excited to be back on a Sunday. We're back
Yep.
on Sunday.
Regular scheduled programming.
Regular schedule programming. The little Tuesday experiment, two weeks in a row. It wasn't even it wasn't something we planned on anyway. It was just like, yeah, let's do it.
It was a vibe. It was definitely just a vibe.
It was a vibe. It was.
It was a
vibe.
It was 100%. Listen, here's the backdoor conversation. Yo, Logic, you want to do? Want to move the? You want to do a pod? It's like, yeah, I want to do it.
Here's my reply. Let's see. We could
Tuesday. It's like, yeah, but you know, other people got shit going on Tuesday. It's like, yeah, no, but we'll do it. So it's like, you know what I mean? That's another thing. Yeah. Listen, we as everybody else too that listen to the pod as well, and people that listen to us, and we appreciate that. But there are a lot of people. There's a lot of cross pollination. We get friends of the show, friends of other podcasts, and stuff like that. There are other people. Yeah. Our good friends over at XBL. They do their pods on Tuesdays. So we were definitely mindful of that. We wanted to make sure that we weren't stepping on any toes as well too, because honestly, we respect those guys over there, and we wanted to make sure that they get all the support that they deserve as well too, because they're great in the content that they push out and stuff like that. So when we did run it on Tuesdays, we were definitely mindful to make sure that we were running it outside, at a decent time slot and stuff. And like I said, it was cool for that. But I think, like you said too, it's nice to be back on the regular schedule, time over here on Sunday. So
I had the wife going, what the fuck's this? Like, I could deal with Sundays. But Tuesdays, like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah. No, even over here, I told my aunt, I'm like, yo, dude, same thing. I was
it fucks up the rhythm.
It's not just like everybody knows, like everybody knows me and what I'm doing. They know, like, oh, right. Sunday at 4:00. Even my good friends, like, they don't hit me up until after like 6:30 minimum, because they know, like, and they ask me, yo, how was the pod? I was like, oh, pod was good. Like, they know.
Did you get the confused? Wait, it's Sunday?
Yeah,
yeah. Wait, today's Tuesday. Like, I got that a lot. Like, from like my mother, my wife.
Yeah.
But it's Tuesday. You got me thinking. Don't do that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, don't fucking don't do that. Like, you got to schedule. Like, stick to that shit.
Right, we won't do that.
Yeah, we won't do that. All right.
Back to Sundays at 4 p.m. The wife's happy again.
Exactly.
But it didn't save the water bill anyways. It's still $250.
Yep. No, water bill's still very expensive.
Yeah, it didn't matter if it was Sunday or Tuesday. There was the experiment. It went. It's gone.
Yep.
But yeah, man, let's get into these topics.
Word. And real quick, let's just shout out chat. Obviously, everybody who's in here. I think my brother was in here. Shout out Draven. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. Dimber was in here. Shout out to Dimber, of course. Anybody lurking as well too. Shout out to you guys. I'm shouting out again all the audio listeners as well too. And anybody listen to replays as well. Nick, we love you. And everybody else. I just say Nick because he's an avid replay listener. So. Definitely, but shout out to everybody listening as well through to Anchor FM and whatever DSPs you guys listen to as well. We appreciate that.
And shout out to him because he looked out for me when it came to the the grounded achievements.
So there you go.
Yeah. So got all 2,400 points of grounded achievements in less than 5 minutes.
Well, I was gonna say, even in your extended Call of Duty grind, you still found a way to do a little achievement hunting.
Listen. I'm about to out myself, like you said. Give me the rope and I'll keep doing it.
Yeah.
So I was in a party chat and in game with a bunch of the fellas, Muddy, Frez, Draven. We was like, my son. We all like playing hardpoint, just doing it up. And I'm like, yo, guys, fellas, I'm gonna drop out of this game for a few. I gotta use the bathroom. I did use the bathroom, but within that break, that was the text came in, yo, bro, grounded now. Like, oh shit, all right, cool. Came back to the thing.
Guys, I gotta go.
No, I didn't even say that. I got out of the bathroom. Got out grounded. 5 minutes. Bloop. Came back. I'm like, man, that was a good bathroom break, guys. We on? In a row? Let's go.
Oh my god.
So if you're wondering, Money, Frez, and Draven, and where that go, it was for grounded.
Well, at least you got those achievements.
I got the achievements. 2,400 points. All done.
Where are you on the leaderboards this month so far? You?
Dude, I'm slack. I told you this is the month. If anybody wants to compete against me on this month's leaderboard, this is it. I only got like 7,000 points, and I say only, like
Say only. It's like that's in the old days. That used to be 7 fucking games.
It used to be or more, because remember the arcade games are only 7 points.
True.
Be more than that, but yeah. That's part of the extension of the open week. But let's get into the topics. Man.
Yeah, man. So just right into it. COD, it's on the screen now. This is some of my gameplay as well too. Before, not the best, obviously. I don't know why I picked up that fucking Lockman. I haven't even used.
I'm doing wall hacks, so I can't show my gameplay. My wall hacks. I got
Yeah.
rolled out. So
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
you got called out.
yeah. Yeah, I got called up by some random.
You
I put the video up on Twitter. I shot through a wall. He was there. He died.
damn.
He happened to be behind that wall. So yeah.
I mean, was he on
Um.
UAV or was he sound horde? Like just
Okay. I was playing
like
hardpoint.
I know
I
you
was at
memeing when you say
Twitch.
wall hacks, because you're not wall hacking, but
If you know me, you know I don't do that. If you
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know
yeah.
me, you would think I did because literally the clip shows the hard point moving from one objective to the other.
Yeah.
It's Farm 18, and it moved to the warehouse to the right side by the broken building on the right side.
Yep.
And I'm thinking to myself, when it moves there and I'm in that hard point, this is where I usually go in that corner of that room. Let me take a shot there with my sniper rifle. Bang! Sure enough, got the guy behind the wall. I got an instant message saying, "Get off the game, you goddamn wall hacker." I'm like, cool.
He DM'd you directly, man. I used to love getting DMs from people like when you like do like fucked up shit to them in game, and
Yeah.
they were like, I'm pausing anything. The game could still be going on. They literally pause what you. I mean, it's like the
They
old COD
do.
4
They
clip
do.
with the guy before he knifes him in the back on the one snow map, or I think it was, or his Modern Warfare 2. Before he knifes him in the back, he like gets his username, so then he DMs him. Like
Oh,
this was like
when he
you
tells
remember
him
that,
I'm
right?
behind you.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah, I'm
be like,
behind
yo,
you.
like I'm
Yeah.
behind you, and then he ends up stabbing him. Like that shit is so
He turned around
trolly.
slowly. He turned around real slowly, like,
Yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah. And he still got killed. Like it's so trolly,
was
but
fun.
like that was good old days. Now it's like I can't. I mean, I can't be bothered, especially now too, where you could just
Well,
like you could talk to people before and after if you want to. You could like
listen,
you know.
people really want to tell you how bad you suck. My new
Yeah.
reply to all those type of messages is, you do know it's SBMM, right? So if I'm trash, you're
Yeah,
trash.
that's not saying.
It's
I was gonna
pairing us
say
up
that's not
together.
saying much about you, right? It's like you
Yeah,
bitching about
it's
me.
pairing us up together, buddy. So SBMM is doing its job. If I'm trash, you're trash. It's like
Yeah.
that old "I'm rubber, you're glue." Whatever you say, bounce back. And
Yeah,
6
exactly. Yeah,
fingers.
you belong here. Okay, if I belong
You belong
here,
here. Yeah, we
we
belong together.
exactly start holding hands and singing "We Are the World."
We are the world. We suck at this.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But yeah,
Oh my God.
we are gonna talk about Call of Duty. Let's go.
Yeah, right now. So yeah, listen. So I guess this week is the official launch of Call of Duty. It really was.
I
It
want to say
really was on
yes.
October 28th, I guess. Right? I guess it's
No,
just.
it's extended beta is what we played. Is what we've been playing. Extended beta. Like, I mean, it's missing a lot of stuff that should have launched. So I'm really saying that the 16th, this Wednesday, is the actual official launch, like the launch release of this game. It's
I mean,
gonna have the things that we've been missing.
and I guess it's only fair to say that too because of things like, okay, well, we're getting the battle pass, right? So that was the first thing. So on the 28th, like battle pass didn't launch. Like we knew we weren't getting the battle pass right away, but I think we also knew that
That's
because
always been a thing, right?
well,
Battle Pass is like a month later or something like that.
not necessarily, not
Yeah.
necessarily. It's just the thing is that they wanted to launch Warzone with the battle like that's the thing because of the content that's coming in the battle pass. It's the easiest way to be like, well, we want everything to just start at the same time. We don't want people to get ahead and then like the Warzone comes out and then you already got like shit unlocked for it that maybe like, you know what I mean, like it's almost like a for housekeeping, like
That
concerns
makes
and things
sense.
like
Yeah.
that. Let's just
Yeah.
launch everything at once.
Streamline it, make sure
Streamline
nobody's
exactly.
confused.
So Battle Pass launches with Warzone 2.0 and DMZ mode, and they did the reveal I believe it was last week. They had a bunch of streamers go out. Dr. Lupo being one of them, Landmark, Courage, JD. I mean, there was a bunch. Symphony, a lot of Warzone people that had played Warzone in the past, and people that are like
Nadia. Yeah.
I don't think I don't think Nadia was there actually. I don't
Yeah,
know.
she was there.
Oh,
Nadia
was
was
she there?
there
Oh, I didn't know.
with what's his name? Swift, or is it
It's
Swift?
Swag.
Swag.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Swag.
Swag.
Yeah, Swag was
They
there.
were there. They were there.
Yeah. So they had a lot of people. I mean, I was watching from Lupo's perspective as well too, because that's another thing. I wanted to watch the DMZ mode preview from somebody that's been like playing like Tarkov on the regular. Not that I went in thinking like, oh, DMZ is going to be just like Tarkov. I just wanted to see like what their impressions were based on because they had so many hours played on Tarkov and on like
Oh yeah, Lupo,
extraction shooters.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see what their take would be on, and it's interesting, like specifically. So, like I said, Battle Pass there, but that DMZ mode, just to kind of get clarification, it's Warzone. Like, I don't want to get it twisted. It's literally the Warzone map, and it's Warzone with like how they have objectives inside of Warzone.
Yes.
Like it's just
the
you
strong,
go your
the strong
faction
points
like
are,
it
yeah.
you're loading in. You don't drop in on an airdrop. You basically spawn into one part of the map. And then you get to go decide, like, am I going to go do this objective? I have this objective that I picked up before I loaded into the game. And I'm going to load in with my party, and I'm going to go do these objectives. I'm going to go to these strongholds. I'm going to go do these objectives. And then if I kill people, I'm going to take their guns. I'm going to find loot and stuff, and whatever I extract with, if I'm able to extract. So, like, games like similar to The Cycle. and
Mm-hmm.
you know, even hunt or things
The
like that. If
hunt.
I extract, I'm able to keep that loot. And if I die, if I didn't have that loot insured, then I lose it. And whatever loot that I get becomes contraband and stuff. So it seems cool. But if you're not, here's a couple of things to just keep in mind. All the gameplay and stuff, it's COD and Warzone. Like, so if you're not a fan of Dolphin, because that's another thing. When they showed people playing Warzone and even the DMZ mode, whenever they got into fights with other players, everybody was fucking dolphin diving around the fucking. That was the thing. Dolphin diving. You could tell if a lot of people were using mouse and keyboard as well, because that's all they were fucking doing. Everybody was just dolphin diving around. That's going to be the new slide cancel, basically.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
be
pretty
prepared
much.
to,
Yeah.
like, if you're shooting at somebody and they're running and stuff, the second you shoot at them and they get noticed or whatever, they're diving somewhere, you know. And that's going to be the way to go pretty much with them. And I don't think it's necessarily going to be a bad thing, but don't expect. I mean, there's going to be there's different systems and different game modes. I think specifically with DMZ, and there could be a lot of it. I think it's going to be a cool mode, and I think people that are okay and cool with Warzone could see it as like a way to like do things, rank up. I think there's going to be certain weapons that you could only unlock specifically through DMZ. I didn't get full confirmation about that. Supposedly, Activision came out and said, yeah, the M13. Supposedly there was a post saying that you could only get the M13 through DMZ mode. I was telling you about that off stream. I don't know if that's 100% confirmed. But you know, that'll be interesting if they tie certain weapons to that mode. But that's obviously to get people to like want to try it out and play it.
I think
I'm
that's why it was a smart move with the camel grind when they said that it's
mm,
not necessarily your OG weapons are the ones that's going to get you like the gold and like the end result of the last camel. You can it's a combination of different weapons. So this way,
yeah.
when the M13 comes out, if it is on a DMZ thing, it's not something oh my god, I need that weapon to get my camo. No, but if you want that weapon, the challenge is there for you to. I think I like it. I like that. If
Yeah.
that's what ends up happening, I like it.
And you know, and from the gameplay
It
that
gives
was
incentives to play the mode.
yeah, exactly. And with the gameplay that was shown, like they showed off some of the stuff for the backpack system that they have fully integrated for DMZ and streamlined for battle royale modes. And battle royale, like previous Warzone, supply boxes will throw out items to pick up when a player interacts with another with other loot containers such as a duffel bag, medical case. They will function with the loot menu. When a player dies, they will drop the primary weapon on the ground and their backpack, which contains the rest of their content. Is that so? Like, remember how before you'd kill somebody in Warzone and all their everything would just plop out of their body? Same
Yeah,
thing like
it's bloop.
Fortnite.
Yep.
They bloop
Mm-hmm.
and then everything. So with this, the only thing that's coming out of their person essentially is going to be their primary weapon, and then the rest of their loot, whatever else they were holding on them, is going to be in a backpack, pretty much, that you could loot
You have to go
and
into the
cycle
backpack.
through
Yeah,
and
it'll
stuff.
be
That was
like a la blackouts where you have to
yeah,
go to
and
the
that was
backpack
one of
and
the
do that.
changes that they made. So, and this is like where it's a okay. Well, let's happily transition from the DMZ over to Warzone 2.0. Um, and they talk in here too because there were differences. Remember, we covered the COD Next, which was,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, a very early iteration of Warzone 2.0. Pretty much,
Yes,
like they were showing it off, but it was
they
still
played it, but it was not like it wasn't blown up and showing you the details of what Warzone plays like.
yeah,
Yeah, but this time around they kind of showed more.
exactly. So right, so Al Mazrah, we already knew the map. 18 major POIs, points of interest to plot out your victory in battle royale, explore them en route to the extraction and brand new DMZ experience. We knew that. Ready for the new era, masses of gameplay innovations, new features like Warzone 2.0, an incredible experience built on community learnings from Call of Duty Next. So that's what they're literally saying in the time that so COD Next was September 15th. They're saying from the 15th till now, pretty much
Mm.
till launch, they've been tweaking things that they got back from like content creators essentially, and because that's who ended up playing it at COD Next. And you know, and I maybe some pros, I think some CDL pros were there as well too, and they took those learnings and then they kind of tweaked it up. Obviously, the map Al Mazrah, we've already played a lot of the areas. That's another thing too. Like if you've been playing things like invasion mode, or ground war, pretty much in Modern Warfare 2, you have played a lot of Al Mazrah. You have played a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
big
Mm-hmm.
areas
So
there.
it'll feel like the transition
Uh
will
huh.
feel like familiar. Like when you get into
Yes.
Warzone, like I played on this map. It's just on a bigger scale because obviously it's a battle royale map. So
Exactly.
you're not just it's not the cut part of the maps you're playing on the core multiplayer, but you're playing the true fleshed out where you can get on the rooftops and you can do different things. I think it's fleshed out more.
Yes. And
Yes.
Timber, he had asked a couple of minutes ago, sorry for not answering, what's DMZ? So DMZ is basically just another game mode that COD had added to kind of fill the need. I wouldn't say void, but the excitement now that people have around the word extraction shooter. That's like the new thing that the shiny new toy that developers are hanging on to and trying to develop for ever since the push for games like the Cycle and Tarkov, and Hunt Showdown and things like that. It's just another game mode that they try to add inside the workings of Warzone, and to just give like I'd say like a similar experience to like what those other games offer, but in their own flavor, in a COD very COD kind of twist of a way. So I don't think they're necessarily reinventing the wheel, but they're definitely putting their flair on it when it comes to the DMZ mode.
Right, right,
But
right,
yeah.
right.
So and then with the so they say here too, this article is great too from CallOfDuty.com, patch notes pretty much. Warzone 2.0 innovations updates since COD Next. Loadouts aren't leaving. So that was a big thing. I guess they said like there might not have been loadouts or whatever like that, but now like
I kind of have a slight issue. I mean,
yeah,
here's the thing: in the Warzone 1.0, the I didn't mind the loadouts, but the
mm.
fact that you're able to get them right when you drop in, just grab a couple of piles of cash, and you can just get a loadout and you're
10K,
ready for the
yo,
skin.
10K. That's it.
Yeah,
You load in,
10K,
you
you're good.
do a contract, or you just find
Yeah, yo, drop your
10K.
money. What you got? You got five? I got
Yep,
five. Let's put it together. Buy it, and then
yep.
drop a loadout. That's probably the only thing that made the game kind of like after a while rendered to like the casuals to come in there and like you're already playing against people with their loadouts that are like guns that are like meta.
Because it was always a set dynamic. It was never like,
Right.
oh, let me load in and let me go hit boxes to find loot and do it. It was always let me load in, let me find the contract that's going to give me the most money, complete
Correct.
said contract, and let me get this loadout, and then boom, I have my ghost perk.
You
And
get your
then the
ghost
second
perk.
one,
Yeah.
and then I get my heartbeat sensor, and I get Coplet or whatever other perk that I want to take or whatever like
Yeah.
that,
So
because they
it kind of
overlap
made it
each other.
where it forced you into the meta, even though you don't want because to compete you got to have your
Yeah,
loadout.
exactly.
And
Because that's what
the way
other
that game was.
teams that,
Yeah.
to your point, any other team that was watching any of their streamers, they knew like that's what I have to go do
That's what I have to go do.
if I want to
Yep.
be like this person and I want to get high kills and stuff. I need this loadout. I need this weapon. I need this You know what I mean? And that's
Yep.
just what it became.
Yep.
Even though for as casual as the game tries to put itself to, and it is because majority of the people that play the game are casuals. I'm not trying to shit on anybody by making that statement. It's just
Oh,
true.
that's how they got
But
to. That's how they got the $1 billion fucking dollars in
we
10
are
days.
exactly we are in 10 days. We are the 99%, the 1% are, or the less than 1%, which are your content creators
Mm-hmm.
and your CDL pros pretty much that play the game competitively. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
Yep. Yep.
they unfortunately they don't make the game for them. They sort of do, but not really. Like they take their input and stuff
It's
like
a
that, but
balance. It's a balance.
it's a balance.
They gotta look out for that community because obviously they're the ones that put them on. Like they help them advertise the game,
Exactly.
advertise the game and put it out there and get people interested in whatever they want to play. And then you have your casuals who are going out there and buying the battle pass, buying the cosmetics, buying the skins, and doing all that. That's where the 1 billion most of it comes from.
Mhm.
The streamers bring them in, and then casuals are the ones that go, okay, I like that skin. Like for example, the FIFA skins coming out. Those things.
FIFA
I'm
skins
gonna
are
get
coming
messy.
out. The
I'm
FIFA
getting
right.
messy.
There's Messi. There's
Pogba.
Neymar, and yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know what team does he play
Pogba.
for.
I don't know, but that's my son's. If he was listening, that's my son's thing. He could tell you right away,
Oh,
but I don't
okay.
know what team he plays
Yeah,
for.
I don't
But
really follow that. I know the World Cup's
I
happening
do
soon,
through
so
him. I do
okay.
through him. I know because of him, but like I know Messi. I
Yeah,
know. Oh, I think your name. You said Neymar. Neymar Jr. Is
Yep.
Ronaldo in it? I don't think he is. Right?
Not yet.
Right. Not yeah. And all that because the World Cup.
Yeah, that was
What's the
hyping
word?
up the
The
World
FIFA
Cup is
World
this
Cup
year.
is
Yes.
coming. Yeah, which is weird because it's in the winter time, fall time instead of summer.
But where they're
But I
playing
think it's
it is
Qatar. Yeah.
basically in the middle of it's
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
gonna feel
The
like
desert
summer where
hot.
they're playing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So a lot of things with the 2.0, they talk about here shops. They're no longer buy stations. They just call them shops now. Purchase primary weapon from created loadouts. Loadout drop public event. They say loadout drops will drop into Al Mazrah in the middle of battle royale matches. However, these are
Like
not
like like
limited.
PUBG, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
kind of
it's a
like
plane flies
you
through.
see the AC 130 and then boom, like a drop. Yep. They're not limited or assigned to individual squads, but instead can be accessed by any player. So you'll just, so if you weren't able to go and buy a loadout, pretty much you get to go and find one of these drops. But they probably will be contested as well too. So you just have to be careful when going up to them. You know what I mean? When it's a public drop. And then the
Mm-hmm.
strongholds and black sites. These are certain POIs that they have. Players can also earn their loadouts in early game as a reward for clearing a stronghold and black site. Now, if these strongholds and black sites, if the AI that are there are just like the AI that are in DMZ, I feel bad for anybody that tries to hit these
Oh
fucking.
Lord, they'll beam the shit out of you.
Yeah, they kick your ass. They
Oh yeah.
literally they are set to like fuck you difficulty. It seems like,
Hmm.
and if you don't have a decent amount of like armor plates on you and some halfway decent weapons to go and fight them, I feel bad for you.
It
But
definitely adds a different dynamic to a battle royale game. Like it's I think Fortnite does that with the. How many times have we played Fortnite when they did the no build where we get shot by AI? We assumed it was like a real player. It's like it took us a while to adjust and go, oh, that's an AI.
yeah.
But the way they shoot you, there's one like a boss AI or whatever. Like,
Hmm.
like that dude is like aggressive. I'm like, God
Exactly. Yep. Oh, he
damn.
pushed me. It's like
Yeah.
it's like
Yes.
yeah. Oh wait, he thirsted me while I was down. That AI shot at me while I was. It's
Mm-hmm.
like normally it's like, oh, you get knocked. It's like, okay, like you're kind of just chilling until your teammate could revive you. It's like, no, the AI is gonna shoot you while you're fucking down.
While you
Yeah,
and he
they're gonna
just might do a
thirst you.
Halo thing where he
Well,
teabags you. It's like, okay,
yeah, and
hopefully that's not
celebrate a little bit. So this was
celebrate a little
another.
bit. Yeah.
So I do you remember the contention that happened with the Gulag? Remember all that craziness?
Yes,
So
yes,
this
yes,
was
yes,
the
yes.
major change here. So after next, the Gulag received some changes over the past 2 months, while still being grounded within a
It did look
traditional.
different from what they showed off in the next event
So
to
I'm
last
so
week.
I'm going to explain it here. So the Gulag will be a 2v2 environment where randomly paired duos must coordinate to take down their opposition. All players will receive predefined loadout. At launch, this will be a pistol or shotgun, a lethal grenade, and a tactical grenade, with highly effective weaponry
Gun game
and
or
gear.
gunfight.
Yeah, exactly. Placed towards the map center. They basically took the idea of gunfight and they just threw it in the Gulag, pretty much,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Instead of making it these 1v1s, which I think the 1v1s were pretty cool too, to be honest. 2v2 would make it interesting. So it'll be interesting to see like how long they keep the 2v2s if they ever go back to 1v1s, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But they're
Because
definitely going to want to
it
try
was
this out.
it was yeah it was the when they dropped that information and showed it off kind of on the COD next. I was kind of confused at where they were going with that.
Yeah.
But then last week when they showed it off, it looks like the Gulag is a lot bigger, obviously to fit the 2v2. But then
Yes.
it looked like gunfight. I'm like, this is gunfight. It's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
So right here, so they say the Gulag will also include a jailer who will appear in the middle of the match to help speed up combat. Defeating the jailer will return all 4 Gulag prisoners back to the battle royale, which
Oh
offers a
shit.
dilemma. So here's the thing: do the duos, and I'll just say I'll read
Do
what
we
they
team
how they
up
do it.
and all of us
Right.
get back in, or do we just keep shooting each other?
Do both duos agree to wait and fight this powerful enemy together, or does one get greedy and try to go for the elimination victory? Instead of traditional overtime mechanic, if neither team nor jailer is eliminated after a brief period of time, all 4 operators lose. So it's going to force
I did see that. I
yeah.
did see that. Yeah, yeah. Which is good
Um,
because it forces people not to like. You can get those people like, oh, we just don't do nothing. We all gonna get
mhm.
back anyways. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, they talk here about remember the AIs I mentioned with the strongholds and black sites,
Mm-hmm.
clearly designated on your in-game tac map to allow you to opt into engagements with AI combats. During each match, several strongholds will be activated around the map. Squads can visit these areas to fight. And what's cool too, because it is battle royale, not every stronghold is probably going to be activated in every individual. Like you know what I mean? The strongholds will
Right, right, right.
rotate every match probably, which
And
will
you know
keep
it's a
it
stronghold
fresh.
because the doors are locked. I've noticed that. Like the
Hmm.
doors, like to certain buildings, they're locked onto stronghold. Like it picks it as a
Yeah.
stronghold and it says open, then you can get in there.
They tell you
Yeah.
here, it's pretty cool. They tell you here the first team to complete a stronghold must disarm a bomb and will earn a key to a black site and their
Mm.
custom loadout. Successful teams must eliminate a specific number of defenders, AI or players, and
I
will
like
earn
that.
their custom loadout, but not a black site key. Yeah. And then
I
right here.
like that though. You fight for your loadout. Like
Yeah.
it's not just as simple as just get money and just buy go to a buy station. Like
Hmm.
they kind of redid all that. I like that.
It's definitely a more risk, more reward kind of thing to it, and they make you
You
work for it
earn
basically.
you earn
Uh-huh.
your shit. Yeah,
You earn your
that's
kit,
good.
absolutely.
Hmm.
Black sites are more dangerous from strongholds, but they offer a permanent weapon blueprint reward and even more valuable
Ooh.
in-match items for those who clear it out. These are available only via black site key, given to the first team that clears one of the active strongholds.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
some of the things that we already knew about the circle collapse. So now there may not only be one safe zone. In Battle Royale modes, there can be up to 3 circles within the collapse, which will ultimately re-merge for the final showdown. So, like, right before, like, one of the final circles, there's going to be the circles will split off, and pretty much to make it so there's not, like, fucking 17 teams in, like, the final
Yeah.
circle, and you know what I mean? Where it gets kind of weird. Like how you see it in like even Apex competitive. You see this a lot in like if you ever watch Apex competitive tournaments or even
Mhm.
Fortnite, for example, everybody just like I'm gonna pick this side of the map right here. I'm gonna pick this building and
Right,
I'm gonna
because
sit in
the
it,
circles used to be one circle and it used to
and
be
then just
static, and
smaller and smaller.
you know, it goes there, there. But now they add, like battle royale started adding where it's like the circle moves now when it's in the final stages.
And,
It's
or
no
this
longer it.
one, so Call of Duty's answer is we're going to split that one circle into three, let all you fuckers fight each other before it comes back to one circle again, basically. So
Hmm,
whoever got
hmm.
caught in one of the individual three circles, it's better for you to take a fight there maybe and try to win in that small circle before it
In that
merges
small
back to the
circle.
other circle, pretty much.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like that.
So
Okay.
it'll boost where it's not, you won't see that many teams left by the time you get into that final circle, so it could really be like one of those like final showdown kind of things
Yeah, yeah.
versus like seven fucking teams being like, all right, do we move now, do we wait to third party, do we let other because that's basically what it
Right.
is a lot in a lot of other battle royales right now. So I think that's cool. That'll be interesting to try it out. Like a lot of this stuff that I'm just kind of rambling off, it's cool because this makes me want to try the game because as much as I liked Warzone 1 in the beginning, I like you said, once things just became like gotta use this weapon, gotta use this loadout, gotta use
Yeah,
this
it
thing,
just became meta.
it
Yeah.
was like I didn't want to play. I'd rather go play fucking Apex at that point, or back to PUBG, or just another battle royale for me. Like honestly, where it just felt like work.
Shout out to Apex for keeping their game.
Dude,
They keep their weapons fresh, but with the what do you call that, the tactic they use and how they vote weapons and in world drops, and
yeah,
it just keeps everything fresh. I love
just
that
the
kind of.
weapons, the characters
Mhm.
themselves, the legends that you get to play as. And I don't want to go off on a tangent, but just yeah,
Yeah,
no, the maps that they implement as well too, their ranking system. That's another thing, and we'll see what they do here if they ever decide to implement. Supposedly, that was a rumor. They don't talk about it here, but supposedly they're looking to put a ranking system in Warzone,
Warzone.
which could be interesting because then that might be like maybe you will get those sweaty, the streamers and the people that like are looking to play for rank in that separate hopper, and then you will just get casuals that go in and just want to like casually play the battle royale. I think
I wouldn't mind that. Yeah,
that would be kind of cool. So
there are people who take it a lot more. They want to take a step further. They want there's a feel of accomplishment when you play a ranked mode. Like I did this, like, and you get the like you do this with Apex. Like you get
yes,
the sense of I accomplished something. Like I love like it just gives you the sense of accomplishment when it comes to
absolutely,
ranked mode.
yep,
I like that. Okay.
absolutely. So another thing that they actually added to Warzone, proximity chat. So I think
Oh,
that's
bro,
gonna be
that is being talked about by everybody.
yeah,
Imagine this scenario, right? Being you in a building, right?
yep,
And there's enemies around us. Rather than talking like, "Oh man, hey, I think they're around us. I think they're downstairs,"
right,
because you basically giving that information away for anybody around you. Rather than doing that, like troll them and be like, "Hey, drop the package now. I'll reload. You watch my back." But we're not really doing that. We're
no.
really waiting. We
Yeah,
want them to hear that.
you're gonna be able to bait misinformation,
Yes.
baiting, trolling. It's just
Yes.
as long as it stays like fun and like that, and not and it doesn't get too like because that's the thing when you open up any game to proximity chat, you also open up people to be like, it's like the PUBG effect or things like that when they would just drop on top of like Shroud or Doc and just play music in the background and shit,
Dude,
play his stream in the
on the
background.
content side of things, I'm
Oh, it's gonna
thinking
be
the videos
crazy.
we're gonna get. Holy shit! Like,
Content's gonna be wild.
I know Insurgency did this very well with the proximity chat. It was really good. I got that one video from last year. Like, crazy how we acted like the guy was a hostage.
Yeah,
Where's your friend at? He's upstairs. Like all through proximity chat. It's pretty cool.
yeah.
It'll definitely get a lot of people out of party chat if they really want to try this out. So
Yeah,
yeah,
no, for people that do content and stuff like that, I think proximity chat, and then even if you don't do content, I think if you have that turned on, it should be a lot of fun.
it's really a
Honestly,
lot of fun. Yeah.
there's it has the ability to get trolly, but I think it could be pretty fun. The
Mm-hmm.
assimilation, let's see what they have here in squad-based DMZ modes as well as special battle royale playlists. You have the choice to join up with enemy operators and form a larger squad. That's interesting. I don't. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to see that play out because that's interesting for sure.
Okay. All right. All right.
Interrogation. This one I think we heard about,
That's
but it's
cool.
gonna be cool. So very similar to like an Ash ability from Apex. So squad-based modes intel is everything. Reveal enemy locations by successfully shaking down player-controlled enemies while they're down. So it gives you is incentive to not necessarily thirst a person, like actually just knock them pretty much. And then,
And
like
then
you said,
interrogate
be
them.
able to like interrogate them to find out information, which is pretty dope as well too. Heavy chopper, Hummer, was this Hummer EV? Why did they say EV? Oh, well, here's the
Yeah.
ad.
But one thing before you keep going,
Yeah.
I don't know if they mentioned this in this article at all, but it was mentioned that there is a nuke in Warzone, right?
Yes. So
Yeah,
you know what's
but
crazy?
not in a way traditional, not in the multiplayer way.
Yeah.
It seems
It's
like it's a
supposed
contract that randomly drops, not in every game,
right.
very rare,
Yeah.
and that even though they haven't said how it works, but even then, if they drop and you do end up picking up, it's still a heavy task.
Yeah, they haven't said how it works, and then the devs have claimed, supposedly this is straight from the devs, that they've only been able to achieve it by cheating.
Wow.
They haven't.
Okay.
So the devs that have included this mechanic into Warzone pretty much have not been able to achieve it legitly in their playtesting sessions.
Yeah, because
They've
I think
only
that what
been
they said
able.
was, even though it's cool to see that happen
Yeah,
in a
they don't
game,
want it to be a regular
after a
thing where
while it'll just
people.
be like, okay, this is
Yeah.
getting stupid. Like, yeah.
So if but yeah, once people figure out how to try to do it and like the randomness, as long as they do keep it like a random event, I think that'll be interesting to see like a nuke go off and you being able to win because you triggered the nuke that way. That would be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Yeah, so right here, this is just talking about vehicles. You know, there's going to be a whole bunch of vehicles as well, like in Warzone 1.0, because the way our mouths are set up too, you know, water around on the south side, and then there's a
Oh, the
giant
water, yeah.
lake. There's a giant lake that basically cuts through majority of the middle of the map, which is pretty dope, as well. So here they're showing here GMC Hummer EV. Oh, can't wait. Yeah,
GMC.
shout out to GMC, I guess. Yeah. So the
Yeah,
all electric
the one
super
partnership
truck.
they got that won't be taken away from the game, I guess.
Yep, Aquatic Combat. They mentioned it here as well too. They talk about here about the shops.
Oh, look at the boats. Oh
Yep, rib.
God.
They got a rib boat right there. I mean, a bunch of boats. I got boats with like gunners on it as well too, like 50 cals on there, which are pretty dope. Let's see. You can see these
I see you
offerings.
guys are passionate about CO COD. Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
man.
It's our yeah. I mean, if you've been following us from that's how we met, and that's what we love it. We love the game.
So here, so additional
Not
to
Vanguard.
yeah. In addition to traditional Warzone modes, Battle Royale, solos, duos, trios, and quads, so there will be solos. I'm actually excited about that. It's the one thing I wish Apex would let you do. I really wish they'd let you solo.
I think they tried that
Yeah, I know,
as
and
a limited event type
years ago.
thing
Yeah,
years ago, and it wasn't really popping.
I know. But for
And
me,
I enjoy. I used to go in there solos,
yeah,
but
I don't mind solos.
man,
I used to play PUBG a lot with solos. I like that Warzone's actually doing
mm-hmm.
solos, so that's pretty cool. Solos, duos, trios, and quads. Warzone 2.0 will launch a brand new experience, DMZ. So just even though we already talked about DMZ, this is the example that they give here.
Does
Does
dope
dope
mean
mean good
good?
or does it mean drugs? I mean,
Well,
dope. No. Well,
depending on the decade we're talking about,
yeah,
if you're
no.
talking 80s and early 90s, dope is a whole different thing.
So
But dope these
no,
days
yeah,
means
dope
is
means yeah,
good.
that's dope means good. Yes,
Good, yeah. Dope,
yes.
dope.
For all Australian listeners, thanks, Riskit.
What do you mean day one? Oh, Risk It. By the way,
Uh,
great goddamn show on Friday. I
yes,
gotta say that. Great
yes,
show. Awesome show. Awesome guest. Love the guest. Dealer was on. That was pretty cool.
nice.
But Timber's asking, did you guys play COD since day one?
COD 4.
They
I mean, I was a
not. I mean, I played COD since the one on 360, even before that, like the one that was on
so
PC.
did I, but yeah, but
But then
definitely
really got into it when it was on 360, and then from that point forward, the rest is history. Yeah.
yeah. COD 4 was the first game that I really got heavy on, and then every COD since except for Vanguard. Vanguard was the only COD that I literally did not play. Every other COD I have
God,
played.
and
I've owned and played.
I'm not one to call games trash, but that game was just bad.
Yeah, say to be the first one. Yeah, no, the original COD that came out on PC, I had tried it because I think my dad had it, but back then because it was only really available, it was available on like the consoles, but not in full form. Like 360 days, we got like COD 2 and COD 3. You could play it. So
Yeah,
I did play that, but I also didn't have a 360 right away. I got my 360 kind of late. I still had like an Xbox and a PS2.
360 day one, baby. Well, I've had Xbox since the OG Xbox.
Yeah, no. So that was
Came
the
over
thing
from
there. But yeah,
PS2, then went to
I was very heavy on Battlefield back then, for sure. Like it wasn't
right.
until COD 4 where I was just like light bulb switched and like oh shit, and then everybody, me, Heartbeat, you,
COD 4 was the one. Yeah, that's the one
yeah, COD 4 was the one.
that switched me over and mainstreamed me
Yeah,
to playing COD from that point forward.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
so
yeah, yeah.
just to give hold on. My first COD I played was the beta a while ago. COD 2 for me. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, a lot. I mean, I'm old enough where I could be like, yeah, no, I played COD 2, got COD big. Like the first COD game I ever played was
Big Red one
Big Red 1. That was the
on the
first
PlayStation.
COD game I played on PlayStation. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
which
yeah.
was a lot of fun, but that was single player only, I think.
That was only single player.
Unless they had
Yes.
or early. If I and I think remember, I think Medal of Honor
That
was
was
the
when
one
they
that.
did the whole. Because remember that's when the only one that was exclusive to Xbox on 360, the
Yeah.
Call of Duty 2, 3, whatever it was, the Infinity Ward made. That was on 360. That's when the PS2 had the big red one. So it was kind of a split. It was like that was when they used to that didn't mind doing two different games for two different consoles.
Well, they would,
Back
and
then.
also they were different iterations because you couldn't do like you were limited. So what they were doing, like the COD for PlayStation, it was limited based on like the system because the COD that you could do for 360 and I think for PS3 was better than you could do than for PS2. Like obviously you got the limited version. It's so different than It's no different than even a couple of years back when what was it, Black Ops 4 was it, or one of the ones where they went multiplayer only on the older
Uh,
consoles.
on the console was COD 4.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, not
no,
COD 4. It was
not COD 4, but
uh, it's the one that he saw that Risk is talking about. The one that was exclusive to 360. That had multiplayer to it.
yeah, but there was right,
It
but there
wasn't
was
like
one. No, but there was one. Not. I'm saying even of more recent years, like within the last like 7 years, there was a COD that had come out that when
Oh, you're talking
they
about Black Ops
maybe it was
4.
three, maybe it was
There was
three
no
or four. No,
campaign.
but the one that they made. But remember that it was a cross generation COD that they did that came out for Xbox One and for PS4, and then also came out for 360 and I think PS3. And but on 360 PS3, it was only multiplayer. And I want to say it was Black Ops 3. Maybe
It had to
check
be
and
one with
correct me.
Black Ops because Black Ops is the one that started the whole cross
Right.
way.
But there was a cross gen one that literally was like, yo, we could only make the multiplayer for this system. Like we're not gonna put the
Oh
single
yeah,
player
yeah,
in it
yeah. Because
basically.
you were not gonna put
It
single
was
player.
literally multiplayer only, and it didn't, it played multiplayer, but it didn't. Uh, that yeah. Oh wait,
Yeah,
Black Ops 4 was
there was no
multiplayer
campaign
only.
for it.
That's
Yeah, there was no
maybe
campaign.
that's what it was. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah,
But it was also cross
it was
gen
just
too.
multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
It was cross gen as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Medal of Honor is what Risk is talking about. Medal of Honor, the people from that aren't they the ones that came over from the Medal of Honors and made
It
the
was
COD?
weird because back then a lot of those teams and stuff kind of like mixed over a little bit, like the teams
Mm-hmm.
because I believe Infinity Ward back then also had made a Medal of Honor game. I could be wrong. I could be talking shit, talking out of my
I
ass.
think the original Infinity War people are the ones that made Medal of Honor
Yeah,
before they came
yeah, I
over.
could be talking shit, and like I said, but I feel like there was like cross pollination back then.
There was one guy.
Yeah,
Two guys
well,
that came over from
it
the
was
Medal of Honor team.
Wesson Zempella. Well, Draven's fixing the correction on it now, but
Okay.
yes, the COD 2 multiplayer was so good, even though 500. Yeah. All right, I mean, I remember the COD 2 multiplayer for 360 at least. I remember the COD 3 multiplayer as well too. That's old school. But yeah, I mean that's a rabbit hole and a half. You want to talk about fucking COD history?
That's a lot of history there. Yeah.
Jesus,
A lot of history.
that's for damn sure.
As I stated in the top of the show, I'm old, so a lot of that shit information is like stored somewhere in my brain.
Yeah. So with DMZ though, so even though we had talked about it, their explanation for DMZ, open world narrative focused extraction mode. Operator squads have free reign to complete faction-based missions, take on additional side objectives, engage with enemy operators or AI combatants, and search for valuable items, all while fighting to survive toward exfiltration. Expect a tactical overview into this mode closer to launch week. So this week we're probably going to get even more information on DMZ as well.
Oh, then the third person mode for Battle Royale would not be coming out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Risky was saying it right there. They left Medal of Honor team to form IW. Yep.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, I knew there was something like that.
But now Zampella, and then funny enough, if you think full circle and stuff like that, because I believe Medal of Honor back then was still EA. If you're right, so full circle, right? So now Zampella is back with EA with Respawn, and he's now technically in charge of Battlefield.
And now he's in charge of Battlefield.
So
that's kind of like
there's a little full circle moment right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Respawn first.
I made the competition. Now I am part of the like it's just like crazy. Yeah.
That's
I already mentioned Battlefield 2042 will be on Game Pass by season 3.
Yeah, I was gonna get to
Finally,
I was gonna get to that and cover, but yeah, fuck it, might as well. Yeah, that's actually when I finally get to play Battlefield.
I was gonna say, are you gonna finally get to
I
play
am gonna play it.
Battlefield?
Yeah, I'm gonna
And
install.
you're
I'm
gonna get
definitely
into
gonna
it
play it.
in a good state.
I
In a
just
good
want to.
state.
I just want to go with the wingsuit. I want to do all the wingsuit shit, man. That's it. So I'm just gonna do all the wingsuit. I'm just gonna fly around the
Well, they're
fucking
changing
map.
all that stuff, all the specialist stuff,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that's
yeah.
being
That's
changed
but as
to
long
be
as I
more
still get to be
traditional.
the wingsuit person, I don't give a fuck what they change
The
and be
wingsuit
assault and
person.
all of that. I mean, I have yeah. I was gonna mention that later on in the pod and do like a whole thing on that, but
Yeah.
but yes, that's gonna be fun. That's really cool that it's coming to Game Pass finally. My prayers have been answered. Like literally, my brother texted me. He was like, "Well, that thing that you've been asking for the last year actually happened," and I'm like, "Oh shit,
Yeah,
no
yeah,
shit, yeah."
yeah.
I was like, "Oh no shit," you know.
And I'm kind of eating my words up with that because I did say I think it's noted that I did say I don't think they're gonna keep once they drop whatever promises they have for those like myself who like already bought the season ones and season twos through the big package, like the big Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
I was on the assumption that after they're done with that, the commitment they were just gonna unplug, but it looks like they're not going the dare I say Anthem route. They're gonna keep supporting this and it's gonna go on and they're literally reworking the game, the maps, the guns, the everything's
Yeah.
just being
Well, like I
reworked.
said, like it's up to you. We could hijack the conversation now, end this, and then go right into that, or we could just cover that because I could bring up like all the stuff they covered
I
with the
mean,
Battlefield announcement.
we still could. I mean, finish this up. Yeah, let's
Well,
finish
that's what I
Call of
mean.
Duty.
And then I'm definitely down to go into that 100 because I actually have that information, like with the Battlefield. They did a dev update
Oh yeah.
basically. Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll go through and we'll break that down as well. Because like I said, that's why I'm gonna be fucking playing it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's coming to Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So the last thing I think that's here. I mean, I won't say the last thing because there's so much shit. There's Battle Pass shit.
There's a lot. Yeah.
Is Caldera. So I think we'll just do like highlights real quick. Modern Warfare 1 is getting disabled for 2 weeks, or what they call Modern Warfare 1. It's also being renamed Call of Duty Warzone, or not Modern Warfare 1. Warzone 1.0 is being
Mm-hmm.
renamed to Warzone Caldera. So that's the big thing. And it doesn't. I don't know if there's going to be any cross possession of things like that.
That's a quality of
Essentially,
life thing because you don't want people to get confused and go, which Warzone am I? Which is the new one? Which is the
yeah.
one I'm going to be playing?
And they
Like,
say it
what's
right.
going on
So
here?
they say it right here. So Call of Duty Warzone Caldera continues as a separate game from Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0. Expect the following gameplay experience with Warzone Caldera once it launches: player progression, progression for XP and weapon XP inventories, battle pass content, weapons, store bundles, and other purchases from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. Warzone, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Call of Duty Vanguard will be accessible only within Warzone Caldera and within their respective games. Excuse me. So none of that shit's crossing over to Warzone 2. They're making it so take it easy, Brisket. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Um but yeah, they're literally making it so they're distinctively telling you, listen, going forward, Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2.0, separate experiences from what we've been doing for the last 3 years pretty much. Modern Warfare 1, Vanguard, and Blackout, that's their own games, and those guns were tied in with Caldera, and that's still going to stay the same. Basically, whatever you earned, it's still going to be there, but none of that shit transfers over. If you got skins, if you got things like that, none of that's coming to Warzone 2.0, basically. All of that stuff
Yeah.
is staying in Warzone Caldera. They say here, Warzone 2 or Warzone 2 or Modern Warfare 2 content, including new Battle Pass and store bundles, will not be available. Double XP
They're not
tokens.
crossing that.
We
Okay.
have double XP tokens will not be transferable between Caldera and Warzone 2.0. While Warzone Caldera won't have an in-game store, COD points will be transferable between all games because CP now basically just
Well, that's real money. I mean, that's
yeah.
actual money.
If you still have CP to earn basically in Caldera, it'll still go to your Activision account. And then you could use that
Well,
potentially.
it started showing up this week for me. I
Mm-hmm.
got 900 CPs.
Exactly. Yeah. So whatever CP you had from before, from older games or whatever like that, transferred over to this one because it's on your account. Rebirth Island and Fortune's Keep maps will not be present when Call of Duty Warzone Caldera becomes available to play. For those fans for small battle royale maps, expect exciting developments in Warzone 2.0 during future seasons. So, and because they want people at the end of the day to come and play 2.0, but they understand that you invested a lot of fucking money and probably a lot of time
Fuck yeah,
in
skins
Warzone Caldera.
and yeah.
Exactly. So they're not completely shutting down the servers and saying fuck off. You lose everything. This is the answer to that. We're still gonna have the servers on for it. You still could go play it, but yeah, where they get those name ideas from? Which name ideas, Denver?
Caldera.
No, now I'm not sure actually, to be honest.
It's like I don't know.
I don't know if
Somebody
it's
who probably woke up one day with
fictional.
like called Caldera and
Yeah.
they fucking Caldera.
As far as so that's a lot of the stuff with Warzone 2.0 and DMZ. As far as the actual season stuff is concerned, right here, Modern Warfare 2 overview. We're getting Shoot House, 2019 Modern Warfare Classic. Reskin, by the way, it's not actually just one for one.
They just dropped the video on it.
Yeah,
it's reskinned.
it's a reskin. So that's pretty cool. Set for reimagined return and shipment as well too. Prepare to finish out the camo challenges or just embrace the frantic chaos these action pack maps provide. Shoot House is launching with Season 1. Shipments coming in the season, like you said.
Within season, yeah.
Yep. Open the CDL Mosh Pit. So this is cool. This is not ranked mode, but there's basically what the pros are going to be, the rule sets that they're going to be playing with when the season starts in December for them. You get to play those rule sets in multiplayer as well, which is going to be pretty dope as well, too, if you want to play how the pros are playing pretty much, or attempt to play what the pros are playing.
What's up, Shin?
Oh, what's up, Shin? And then new special ops mode, that's another thing. And Raid Episode 1 in season. So the Raid's not launching. That would be a lot of shit launching on Wednesday if Raid was coming.
I realized when I saw the roadmap, I'm like, that's a lot on the 16th. But then I saw in season, and what they mean is some of it will launch Wednesday, or most of it.
Yeah.
And then you got like different things like Spec Ops missions, and then Raid Episode 1, like third person Warzone. Those will be in season, especially the other map shipment will be in season, which I think that's good because there's a lot of shit being dropped.
They got stuff to divvy up and to keep you going, and I think a lot of people are looking for. There are a lot of people excited about the Raid. I'm excited about the Raid Episode 1. They say here, grab your duo, assault the enemy on land and in the air before gearing up for the continuation of the Modern Warfare 2 story and a daunting raid experience. So this is how, when they said they're going to, spread out the story and how they're pretty much going to link, I think, Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3. This is how they're going to do it throughout the battle pass, which is pretty dope.
That's pretty cool because it's dope because they've never done this before where they extend the story.
This is the Destiny thing. This is it's sort of a 2-year title, but not really. And we'll talk about that in a second as well too. Yes. But it is the Destiny route where Destiny does those seasonal expansions where they basically tell you a story throughout a couple of, weeks pretty much, and they just continue the story along with Destiny in season, it's a pretty dope thing to do for sure. I don't necessarily know what the raid's going to entail 100% sure. It's supposed to be very puzzly as well too, from what I understand, but we're going to check that out obviously when it comes out sooner, or when it's soon to come out. They're probably going to put more information out about it.
Right.
So here we already talked about this shipment stuff, and then let's see. Yep, don't worry about the CDL stuff. Here's the weapons. Oh, Battle Pass. We'll just talk about this as well real quick. They're changing up the Battle Pass system a little bit. So here, Seasons of Modern Warfare 2019 Battle Pass system offered players a collection of free items, including functional weapons and Call of Duty points, just by playing the game. It gave our community visibility into what content they were earning or buying, with the ability to upgrade access 100+ items, including new operator, weapon blueprints, and more. Season 1, we're introducing a brand new iteration of the Battle Pass with a host of innovations. Players will have more choice and more agency than ever before. Instead of the linear system tiers set out in a scrolling row along the bottom of your screen, your Battle Pass takes the form of a multi-sector map. Okay, Kills, what fucking game did they do that in? What Call of Duty? Right, that they did it where it's like, oh, they did this already kind of, but not in a Battle Pass form. They did this where it was like, oh, join this faction, and then
that's when they first introduced around
the Clan Wars. Wasn't it Clan Wars?
And then it was Clan Wars.
It was Clan Wars.
You take the node on your app that you want to attack, and then your team, your clan.
You had to play modes and earn points basically
to take over that point. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So they basically just took
brand new experience.
Yeah, brand new. Listen, all right, whatever. I'm not making fun of it. I'm just saying it's not an original idea. Like we played it. Oh, thanks, Dimper. Listen, yo, see Dimper's out. See Dimper. Yo, dude, listen, I'm telling you.
The whole pod is gone. That's it.
Listen,
pod is gone.
There's other stuff, as you can see in the title. We are going to talk about other things, but just it'd be nice to get. You know what? Not for nothing though. I am going to say this real quick too, to Dimper's point. You did make a couple of pods ago. You did say, listen, don't be surprised if we turn into a Call of Duty channel. You literally said listen.
You foreshadowed.
You did not Dimper. You Kills. You said this to everybody. You said.
No, I mean listen, I'm talking third person. You foreshadowed.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So you were like, dude, listen, we're gonna be talking about COD when COD comes out, and sure as shit, God.
I mean, if you know me, you know me. I'm all about like you got your Battlefield, you got your Halo people, and I'm the COD guy. I'm that
God,
guy.
God.
I
And I'm
eat,
just
breathe,
embracing what
all
I'm
COD.
just embracing what he likes. I mean, I also like it too, but he likes it. So
Yeah. It's just, let me
uh,
have this. Let me have this.
exactly. So here we go. So season one, so brand new iteration, brand new. Instead of linear, we talked about that. Players will unlock items using the battle token tier skips across the map, which is deemed within the current season. Each map has at least 20 sectors with 5 items in each sector. Tokens can be used to either unlock adjacent sectors or earn more items within an unlocked sector. So at any
See,
given time, you go ahead.
this is what I go interesting because when I bought the Volted, the big get there was 50
The
50
50
tier
tier
skip.
skips.
In my head, I have traditional 100 tiers. I'm halfway through it when it
Yep.
drops. I'm good to go.
Yep.
But they changed the game.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, now it's not gonna be that simple. It's like, how do you want to use your 50 skips?
Yeah.
Is what I'm
What
getting out of
section?
this. Yeah.
What section are you using your tier skips in now? You know.
That's interesting.
Exactly. So,
All right.
so essentially, these tokens can be used to unlock specific items within the battle pass at your own pace. Whether it is a new free functional weapon or a cool new operator skin, you have control over what gets unlocked earlier on the road to 100% map completion. Are you looking for a particularly impressive operator skin, weapon blueprint, or one of the new weapons? Then pick the like. It's no longer where it's like let's put the really dope looking shit at the end,
So fucking
97,
crazy.
98, 99, 100, and let's just say, oh, you want that
There's a
specifically?
roadmap to that
Go
character
to
skin now.
right.
There's a roadmap to that gun camo.
You
There's a
want that
roadmap.
specific gun, you want that specific COD skin, you want that. You just go there and go, and you make progress
Yeah.
towards it. Yeah,
When
man.
it comes to like how to milk your wallet, bro, they're good. They're fucking
I mean,
God.
we already Vault editions. You already have this. This is
So
included.
technically, this probably won't even be a $10 battle pass anymore. It'll be probably more.
No, I think I feel like they're still gonna
Or
keep it.
access to it is still 10 probably, but
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
everything else in between, yeah.
You might get more CP
Yeah.
points like throughout, though. It
I hope.
depends. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah.
Yeah, I hope.
So yeah, so they see that check out oh yeah, check back next week to see the new battle pass in detail. Well, it'll be out next week, so yeah.
Yeah, it'll
That
be
part.
out in what, 3 days? 3
Yeah,
days?
3 days.
Yeah.
So here, the new weapons. 4 new weapons, 2 free in the battle pass. So that's it. So right here, Victus XMR sniper rifle, launch battle pass. This was basically the MCX right here. That's launching as well. Battle pass. Honey Badger, good old Honey Badger. Come here. I mean, they can't use
Oh
the
man,
actual
Honey
names.
Badger.
Yep,
Yes.
Honey Badger shooting 300 black. So
Fucking
short barrel
franchise
rifle.
makes $1 billion in 10
That's
days and they can't fucking get name rights. Jesus Christ.
dude. Listen, you know what? It's a lot of gun companies. When you, it's just,
I
it's a fun.
get that, but
It's
like
right here.
I don't
Sig,
understand.
you
Like
gotta
if
go
you're
to
proud of
Sig
your
right
guns,
here.
wouldn't you want to like promote that shit?
What
Like, hey,
Sig Sauer, you want to go to Sig Sauer and be like, yo, how much money you want so we could use like the real fucking name of this gun, and instead of
I
just making
mean,
up like a fake ass gun, like
fucking
you know what I
Call
mean?
of Duty Prince fucking money for that company.
That's
Come on,
true, but why do they got to
be real
spend
about
extra
that.
money if they could just be like, fuck it, we could use we could make the gun look exactly the same, literally exactly the same.
Well, let me ask you: is this better or worse than what they did on 2019's version, where they called these guns like what was it, Type A, Type B? It was like
Oh
some
yeah,
weird.
no, you know what? This is way better.
It was weird.
No, this is they probably got bitched at because they did those weird naming things, and they were like,
Yeah,
what the fuck is this? Like,
yeah.
the only gun they were able to name was the M4 because the M4 is like a generic military, like you know what I mean. That was the only
Right.
gun that they got free on
It's a
to do.
staple of COD as well. So
This
yeah,
gun right here, this is the Spear LT. This is the new weapon for SAS Special Forces right here. But
Special
they
Forces.
can't use the they get to use the military name, M13B or whatever like that. But once again, this is also a gun that's manufactured by 6 Hour. So whatever. So yeah,
Right. Sure.
yeah, so this one's coming at launch as well too. So that's pretty cool.
Tells you how to unlock it.
Store
Too.
bundle or weapon unlock challenge. So here, so remember, each new weapon can use attachments from other weapons across the Modern Warfare 2 arsenal. Also, they will come with new base camos to use across all weapons once unlocked, and will count towards the road to
That's what I was talking about earlier.
And
Yeah,
that was
that's
the
what I
other
like about this time. The camo
Uh-huh.
grind is not just your OG weapons. You can mix and match
That's
anything
right.
you want.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
That's right. So squad goals, 6 new operators. That's pretty dope as well too. You were getting Gaz mid-season, and then of course,
Exactly.
right here,
Exactly. I like
yep,
that, yeah.
Messi in game,
Messi baby.
Neymar as well too. Yeah, no, that's gonna be wild. That's November 29th. I think the pack's actually coming. Oh no, we're right here. They're saying during the event you could sign 3 of the world's greatest athletes. You operate a roster by picking up a special limited time bundle. Neymar Jr., who will debut on the 21st. Paul
Football,
Pogba,
yeah.
set to debut on the 25th, and Messi, who completely operated hat trick on the 29th. That's pretty dope.
Who, by the
Uh,
way, plays for Juventus.
huh?
He plays for the France national football team and also plays for Juventus FC.
There you go. Very good. This was the I see. There's not that much left in here. This is probably the last thing we were going to talk about is the prestige system right here. They're redoing how the prestige system works in COD.
I
So
like it.
this is pretty dope. So come November 16th, if you're a level 55, once you get to level 56, you'll be a prestige 1. And I want to say that these are in order. I don't know. Or it could
I
be,
gotta assume, yeah, left to right. I
if
guess,
I'm assuming it's left to right, I'm pretty sure this was the one that they showed because Lupo, when they were at that event, they showed it. These are all animated, by the way, too. They don't show the animation here, but they will be animated in game, which is pretty dope. So right here, Prestige 1, level 56, Prestige 2, level 100, Prestige 3, level 150, Prestige 4, level 200, Prestige 5, 250. That'll end up if you get to that. For the end of season 1, that's it. That's the cap. And then once season 2 hits, we'll probably get another 5. That's the safe assumption, pretty much. Probably
which
another
is
5
what they've been
prestiges.
doing as
Yeah.
of late. However, the difference change there is, I think you're about to read that, but the change there is that you no longer get reset once the new season starts. You can
Yes.
you can still keep grinding out.
You still maintain. If you only got to Prestige 3, for example, once season 2 comes, guess what? You get to finish, Prestige 3, 4, and 5, and then you get to do, 6, 7, 8, which is pretty dope.
Yeah.
Like, they don't reset your rank, pretty much. So
Yep.
that's going to be dope. They say right here, at the end of the season 1, players can continue ranking up from wherever they ended up on the Prestige ranks. This allows players who may not have had enough time to level up to catch up in later seasons while also not resetting the progress of, why did I want to say I wanted to say progress weird, that was funny, of anyone who reached the max rank during the season.
Progress.
Yep.
Progress.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, COD Bowl, Call of Duty Shop. Yeah,
COD.
that's it for COD.
You didn't know nothing about COD before here? Ooh, what is that? The shirts.
Let me see.
Ooh, Go So Price. Ooh, I like that with shirts.
No, that's not it.
Shop, the COD shop. Yeah,
nope, that's not it.
There was shirts there.
Right here. There you go. Price Ghost Soap.
That's pretty cool.
Gear up at the Call of Duty shop this Black Friday. There you go, Black Friday. Oh, Call of Duty shop will hold a special Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale November 15th to November 28th. All items site-wide are 20% off. There you go.
Gotta love how Black Friday became a week event now rather than a one-day event.
That shit's, they're giving Black Friday deals. They've been giving Black Friday deals at like Best Buy and stuff like that for the last 2 fucking weeks. Like, get doorbusters right now. It's like, don't wait till Black Friday. Start getting your TVs right now.
Get this beautiful TV 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
You don't have to wait in line or come at the store, Get the fuck out of here. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of TVs, shout out to Draven getting that upgrade.
Well, so that was so my dad. So listen, my dad was like, well, if I get the I get the one guy fucking something, gotta get let me help out the other guy real quick. So my dad was like, yo, I mean, I think well, see, I think my brother though really wanted to fucking like upgrade his TV anyway. The TV that he had is good, but obviously he's got a PS5, he's got an Xbox Series X, so
we'll take full advantage of it. Yeah,
dude, he's getting. I'm sorry, listen, I'm just putting. He's getting a fucking LG C2, man. Like,
bro, say it louder.
He's getting a C2. Like, this guy's gonna be cracked out of his fucking mind. Like.
He's finally getting experience the 124K and all that the VRR, all the
everything, VRR, FreeSync, the fucking the panel. It's G-Sync panel. It's got a whole gaming mode in it. Yeah, no, this week's gonna be nuts. Gaming this week's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be great. Oh, and that was another thing too.
That was always a gun. I thought that was like something.
No. He was gaming on a 4K TV already. It's just now the 4K TV is gonna be gaming
the VRR part.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be wild. But you know what's cool too? Actually, is me, my brother, and my dad. As part of the gaming that we were doing, we actually were doing trio, fucking Apex, and we ended up getting. He had put clips on. I think he sent them to me too. Let me see if I could find it real quick. Actually, we ended up getting a squad dub is the second one that we did because one of the first videos I actually showed a couple of weeks back was me, my dad, and my brother playing. We all won a squad game together. But he had sent me. Is it this one? Oh yeah, look at this. So check this out real quick. So humble brag right here. I got it. Yeah. So he sent me this one. He recorded this one because I was so into it that it's. I'm just gonna back right now. I don't think there's volume to it. There might be. Yeah, I'm doing it back real quick. I'm sorry. So both my dad and my brother were knocked, as you can see. Recover, right, banner. So I'm in a 1v3. And mind you, I was using my controller because I just felt like playing with a controller at this time.
Uppercut. A punch for good measure.
Look at this.
Oh, doing the block door. I like that.
Yep.
Gotta kick it. Gotta kick it. And you did. Quad white.
Ended the champion.
There's a hero.
And then I go back and get the banners real quick.
That's what you threw the song on. There's a hero.
So he recorded that with me, and then this one too. This is the squad win. I'll just go to the end. This is from his POV as well. So it was 1v1 at the end. I'm fighting the guy on the inside.
Get up, buddy.
Yeah, he was wrestling my dad, and then we ended up getting that dub there.
I like the animation.
And then my dad in the corner of the screen just teabagging the fucking death box.
You got to teabag. That's the validation right there. The teabagging. There you go. Keep going. Yeah.
So that was some fun gaming moments that I had there on Apex, man. But yeah, man. So I'm actually excited for him definitely to get his TV and just get, you know, that really dope gaming experience now. Like with his systems, the fucking thing's got 4 HDMI 2.1 ports.
Ah, 4?
So there's no, it's got 4. Shit. It's got 4 of them.
Can I borrow one?
Well, right. It's like can you spare one?
Can you spare one? Just one.
Can you spare one? So yeah, man, it's pretty dope. But yeah, so that's all for COD, and my little Apex thing is my little Apex run too.
Yeah,
you ready to go on to the next topic?
Yes. Chad, we probably won't get this deep into a COD and like into probably season 2, but so on this like dump like this, like information dump like this for COD, you will be getting that from us. I am COD, so that's my one thing I ask, my only ask. But let's move on. Let's go to what we got next.
Yeah, Halo Infinite Winter Update. It actually came out. Yeah, it did came out. Now with all the gaming and stuff like that, I did get to play. I didn't get to play as much as other people that I've seen playing on the timeline. And
I haven't played it at all. I'm waiting for us to get together for the campaign.
I mean, there's a couple of ways that I could summarize this drop. I'm going to take this one J-Rock video here and just post it and just show this real quick, actually.
They did community game night,
right? They did community game night. There's a few videos that I got. Umbra's got a few games listed. I'm going to show the J-Rock video here real quick.
You got in on it?
Yeah, I forgot what I was playing last night. I was playing something else. It was lit.
Crowded.
It was crazy. So, dude, this is one of the Forge.
There's something too. If J-Rock ever listens, Discord.
Yeah.
And everybody talking.
Dude, you see this shit? Do you see this shit?
The fuck?
Dude, this was one of the Forge maps that was created.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Somebody created a shipment.
Yes,
on
saw
Forge.
that.
Yeah.
Saw that. The videos are wild, actually. I might have to go back to his channel because he was sharing a bunch of shit. That's it. This was, what was this? Halo Forged. Look at this. Oh, I don't want to get. I'm sorry. Copyright.
Oh, look at the lightning.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Yeah, I'm not playing blah blah blah. Not playing. I was playing copyrighted music before, so YouTube, don't fucking do your thing. Don't you dare. Yeah, no, I'm muted. Just timestamp it.
Yeah, that whole shit that happened a couple of weeks. This is Stranger Things. That whole shit that happened a couple of weeks ago. I was trying to take the music out so I won't get copies. It's like the process is so dumb. Like, you know what? Fuck it. Just copyright the fucking thing. I don't care.
Dude, they're playing paintball. This is paintball. So the BRs were shooting the plasma burst like rifle that they have. One person that made the paintball match, they were shooting the 3 dot. The BR was shooting those instead of like normal like BR. You know what I mean? Like this is like, so this is I've showed all these videos to be like, this is basically kind of what I've been experiencing on the timeline as far as the Halo. Like, yes, there's other things, matchmaking update, Different added 2 new maps as well too, as well. But the biggest thing here, honestly, I think the biggest takeaway so far from this update has been Forge. The amount of shit that I have
We
seen.
said this though. Once
Yes, we did.
Forge drops, it was gonna be a
Yes, we did.
fucking. It was gonna be the shit. It's what it's needed. It's content.
Yeah.
It's what is needed.
Like,
and now the community is involved in it.
I mean, this is another one here too. This was from their community game night last night. I mean, this is like kind of like an idea, like if you remember like Griffball, obviously, but just almost kind of like a soccer thing, or even like like Rocket League. Like if you could just imagine, they're all using swords and the I forget the armor mod that lets you like push people and shit, but just to try to get the orb, to score on each side. You know what I mean? Like to actually score the objective.
Havoc, and I love it.
Yeah. But this is what I'm saying. Like, and then I think
it's mayhem.
This lobby, I'm pretty sure this was a 10v10 lobby too. Yeah, this is crazy. This is.
See, I'd play shit like this. I would play shit like this. I would
what
play.
I'm saying.
Havoc,
like
mayhem, and go nuts and I'd do this.
Yeah, see, they took out free for all. I was playing a little bit of rank too. Like I was gonna say the game still feels like I said. I'm playing like on my 3080, so the game feels really good. I didn't get to try the network co-op yet. I think I said with me and you, whenever you're ready, I'm ready. Let's do some network co-op.
I got it downloaded. I'm ready.
I have to download it.
Some co-op, man.
Yeah, I think we'll just do that.
So Chivos, you speak in my language.
That's what. And you know what's funny? Exactly, there are exactly 2020. Funny enough, 2020 achievements.
2020, yeah, 2020.
Yeah, 2020. So that was pretty cool. But there's a fuck ton of achievements to basically get now in Halo. A lot of them too added with the network co-op as well. But like I said, this has pretty much been like what I've been seeing on the timeline. Just really dope shit.
You know what's funny? This video clip you're showing is a representation of console wars on Twitter.
Why you say that?
It's just havoc, just mayhem. Let's go at it.
Well, yeah,
mine is better. Yours is better. No, mine is better.
No, mine is yeah. Just the constant tug of war.
Yeah, constant tug of war.
Yeah. I mean,
hey,
like I said, this just looks like a bunch of fun. Like honestly,
no, it does. This looks like something I would definitely enjoy.
And this
I know it looks weird. Well, how can you enjoy this? It's fucking mayhem. Why wouldn't you enjoy this? This is it.
But this is how you let the community come up with shit to basically you keep everybody busy. This is what you said. Oh, why don't they have X map? Why didn't they put Pit in yet? Why didn't they make all these other maps? Who fucking needs all that when now you put in a game mode that basically allows the community to facilitate your content? You can literally do nothing for the next 6 months, and the game
this is the space you needed, the buffer you needed to work on what you got to. This is it right here. Let the community run wild with your Forge while you work on the actual main shit that you need to be working on. Now you get some of that pressure off your back. Like you have the community having fun creating. Even Dr. Disrespect is talking about, I'll make one, but I need an artist too. Can you do that? Can I create the map and then the artist comes in and arts it up? Like he's already talking like that. I'll do it. But now you're taking that pressure off. Like you're taking the Des not gonna go a little bit. Now I can let's continue doing like what we got to be doing, because they need to find. I said this before. They once they find their flow of how they're dropping this content, this is what they need right here.
Yeah, I think to risk its point too in the chat as well. It's like when you see what we saw what the community was doing with the leaked versions of Forge that they couldn't say. Like imagine all the work that the community was doing with the version of Forge that they had where you couldn't save shit. Now that you can save shit, you could, and that was another thing that I said too. Yeah. The only way that this was gonna be good is that if people could readily go and log in and go to a section and be like, "What's this game mode? And when I logged in and you go to the multiplayer and you literally go, there's a community tab and you go in and then for fucking pages and pages there are just this.
You knew that was gonna happen. You knew that was gonna happen.
But that's all they had to do. Like that's literally. I hate to say like they've solved. They really did solve a lot of their issues by putting in even this iteration of Forge, because that's another. If they're saying that this is still quote unquote beta. If this is what a beta looks like, sign me the fuck up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, I mean, and I'll be the guy on the side of 343. I won't dog pot on them, but let me be the guy on 343 side. This is what they were working on for the last year and a half or whatever it is. This is what it is. They've been working on this. They dropped it. Now they get to go and play with their games. Now they get to play with what they want to play with and develop what they want to develop. Like this is gonna literally get their monkey off the back. Like, it has to. Like,
and I'm not saying this is the one that brings them to the promised land. What I'm saying is, like you said, this nulls and this quiets a lot of the bullshit that they were getting before. This and also the community, not the community, but the like campaign co-op, network campaign
The,
co-op, I think as well
network
too.
club, yeah.
Network co-op as well. That those two iterations right here, now everybody just gets to be like, okay, like I got my content, whatever I want, because if you don't want to go into your traditional playlist, and I think eventually there's going to come a playlist just like they've done in previous Halos before, where they literally said, oh, okay, see these like community made like maps and stuff like that. Well, instead of you going to search for it and doing your own custom games, like we're just going to make a hopper, and these maps that are cool, we're just going to put these in a playlist, and then just have you, whether they be like those custom game modes like this, or like even like traditional like just maps, custom maps that you play in like a traditional Halo setting with traditional Halo
Yeah.
weapons and things
Yeah.
like that. But because the community will just feed the content on itself, you don't have to do anything there. And they've already said it and came out. This is one of the quotes. They said like basically it's easier to build a map inside of Forge than it is to use their own current dev tools right now. It is
Well,
easier.
yeah.
They
To
said
be fair, it's completely different things. Like
Right.
their dev tools to create maps and everything. It's a completely different thing from Forge. A lot of people need to understand that
Yeah.
it's not the same thing. It's not like, oh, like I don't risk it saying it took the community 2 days to do this. Why is it taking 3 4 3? It's two different things.
Right,
To be fair,
but the fact that they were able to get this out now and give everybody the
yes,
means to do this, now it's like, all right, well, you know what? Maybe I'm not so concerned when
they can draw
they make other
some inspiration and ideas from this.
that,
I mean,
or
that's
I maybe,
basically what Forge can do.
or I just don't now personally for me, like if I'm getting on this, if I have the options, like I don't think it's fair for anybody to be like, oh, there's really nothing to do on Halo anymore. I don't think that's a fair statement to say.
Not
Like
no
now,
no no
I
no
don't
no.
think it was kind of. I mean, I don't know if it was necessarily fair to say before this, but now with this, it's like you'd be hard pressed to hear somebody be like, yeah, there's really nothing to do in Halo. That's not true. That's. I mean,
Yeah.
and,
Now
yeah.
you got things to do.
Now you got now.
Well,
This.
that's always my thing. The game runs to me. The game's always ran smooth. It's just it's
Yeah.
like as we just talked about COD with content. That's Halo was not giving me that. There was no content there. As much as I was like, the co-op thing was not a big deal for me. After I finished the campaign, it became where it's like, okay, now I'm ready for the co-op. Like, where is the co-op? Like that was my thing because Halo for me has always been the campaign. Always been the campaign. Never been a multiplayer like first when it came to Halo. It was always been campaign. Vice versa with Call of Duty. This one, Call of Duty is always multiplayer then campaign.
Yeah.
For me, this is campaign and then multiplayer.
Dude, somebody made High Rise from Call of Duty. Somebody made
Call of Duty.
Somebody made
and like I said, they made shipment. They made shipment on it. Like, come on,
Yeah.
bro. Like, now you're bringing shit from other games into Halo and making it fun. Like, I hate to like steal a tagline, but let's make Halo great again. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Forge is doing that. Forge is like doing that last act hero moment where it's like, here's my hand, take it.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Like pulling you up.
That is something a Floridian would say.
Yeah.
Let's make Halo.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get political.
Oh,
I'm just saying, man.
I'm that guy. No,
You might be that guy. With the red hat. You might be that. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No. I'm gonna throw everything red from my house away.
So I think obviously we're definitely gonna have to do some campaign co-op. Probably stream it. So whenever that is, or I guess whenever you hit
I'm
me
sure
up.
we get your brother involved, Raven.
Yeah, if it's three, I mean 3 of us, the more the merrier. Obviously, we can do 4-player. For sure.
4-player.
Yeah,
okay.
we can do 4-player. So just whenever people
I'm sure
are
Nick
down.
want to get involved. Yeah.
Yeah, I am definitely down to.
Yeah, but Nick be playing on that time zone. That's like whenever I can. At 3 a.m, I'll get on, which is 12 for him.
Well, yeah, but listen, you know how to do crackhead hours. You learned.
I do crackhead hours all the time, and for risk it in the chat, crackhead hours doesn't mean drugs.
Yeah, no,
It means hours of the night where everybody the rest of the world is sleeping normal. I mean you're straight like
or maybe the rest of our time zone is sleeping normally, and we're
in America most time zones are sleeping. I'm playing
exactly.
You see me offline? Not really, buddy. I'm online.
Do we need like a personal like translator like just for risk it? Because I wonder, like,
we might dope and cracked out and crackhead hours and
that's true.
Make Halo great again. Well, that one is easy.
No, that one might be. Yeah, he might have got that one.
That one's easy. That one I'm gonna literally take that shit out of my vocabulary since you brought that to light. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I made the connection. Now you wish you never said it.
I wish I
never. Just
edit.
this. Just listen. No. Bookmark and then just on the VOD, it'll be like it never happened.
It's gonna go from like. it's gonna skip it. It's like, yo, what happened to my video? Like,
Yeah.
YouTube
It's
is
like,
acting up.
listen,
Yep,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
your
Denver's
YouTube.
gonna be
It's
like,
acting up.
listen, Denver in the comments in the time frame, be like, from hour mark, and then I gotta pull up OBS real quick. From hour mark 140 to hour mark 150,
Right.
it's like there's like no sound. I don't understand what happened.
What's why is it? It's me? Is it what the fuck? My
Yeah,
connection?
yeah.
And then this could be like my
Yeah,
ping, my
we're
ping.
gonna make him think like
Yeah,
his internet or his YouTube's fucked up, and like
it's YouTube's fault.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
guys, I
YouTube
don't
did it.
tell you, man. YouTube did it. They're on that bullshit again.
Anything you would like to add on Halo?
I have it downloaded. Whenever you want to get together and pull me off of Call of Duty, I'm more than down to play the co-op of it because there are new achievements on it, new experience. And I believe Halo is played best with others
I agree.
when it comes to campaign or even multiplayer, obviously. But
Yes.
yeah, nothing more to add other than that. The winter update is something that was needed a while ago, and hopefully the 343 Studios devs over there has found their flow, their mojo,
Yeah.
and can do that because the community is obviously enjoying this. Like Risk is saying in the chat, 2 days and much of the community are enjoying it. And it's got me going. You know what? I'm thinking about playing multiplayer because if that's what it's on the Forge thing with like that mayhem with the swords, I'm down. I mean, and people are making maps from other games that I like the call it like the Shipment and High Rise and that kind of stuff. I'm down. Hell yeah.
Word. Yeah, so
That's it.
I'm not gonna put like an actual time frame on when we should play because you know what I mean. Like sometimes we be doing all our
No,
things and stuff like that.
don't
Just
because we could say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We could say any day of the
yeah,
week.
be
And
like, listen, just
I'm
hit
playing
me if
COD,
you're free and you're in
and
the
I'm
mood.
3
And you're in
kills
the
away from
mood.
gold.
That's what
It
I'm
ain't
saying.
happening, bro.
Well, that's listen on the 16th. The hardcore's coming out. Like I might not hardcore
And
DMZ
hardcore's coming out.
Warzone. It's
Fuck
like
yeah.
but I'm definitely gonna get around. I'm definitely want to get around to playing it. But it's it's not on the priority list. It's not, it's up there, but not really. I mean, I'm also not the biggest achievement guy, So like I said, it might strike you to be like, oh, I want to go for achievements right now, and then let me get the squad together.
Yeah, I might just take another bathroom break, on the fellas and say, I'll be back, guys. Bathroom break, and
It's fucked up. 8 hours later, it's like
8 hours later,
eight
bro.
hours
I
later.
ate something bad. It's my bad, guys.
Yeah,
It was something really bad.
yeah. We look at your profile, legend, co-op legendary,
Yeah,
achieved.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, lasso, huh? Okay, yeah. Bathroom break.
yeah.
It was rough. I ate a burrito and
Yeah.
it just didn't go well. Yeah. Them damn bean burritos. Okay, that's what I got for you,
Yeah, very good. Same here.
Yeah.
So that's good. Now, so I know I said that. I think before I jump to the next thing, I know I said that we were going to talk about Battlefield, and I think, I want to do that real quick.
Yeah. I mean, it's Game Pass, baby. It's coming to Game Pass.
Yeah.
It's crazy because these Battlefield, traditionally Battlefield or anything EA, since they have the Game Pass thing, normally comes out like what 6 months after it launches onto Game Pass. This game is taking a lot longer than that. I mean, obviously for the obvious reasons.
Yeah.
They had to get that game up to speed. But I think once they drop that in Game Pass, it should be getting a lot more eyes on it, a lot more people, obviously, a lot more people playing it.
Yeah.
I honestly played this game, this, and it's been done.
You played a lot. You played a lot during all the bullshit and the shenanigans.
I like money.
And everything else.
Fucking went on. He's still playing to this day.
Correct.
But I played through it.
Too. My brother as well.
Beta -1.
Yeah.
Beta negative. All that shit. I played through all that, and I enjoyed it. I'm different. But if you never played this game and you were one of those that shit on it for months and months for a whole year, give this a try now, especially with season 3 right around the corner. All the updates that made that was necessary for this game, for quality of life, for map reimagining of the maps. Yes, you no longer run around and get shot because there's no cover. You actually have cover now.
Yeah.
I have to re-download it myself, but it's good, man. If you guys want to try, when it drops on Game Pass, obviously, it's good. Rather than just crutching it and saying it's no good, try it out before the opinion happens again. I understand it was a rough launch. I agree it was a rough launch, but try it out. It's going to be on Game Pass.
So to your point, like you were saying, they've done a lot of the original maps. They've basically taken them and they've reimagined them.
They reimagined them, remapped them, added more cover.
Exactly. Took in a lot of feedback from
a lot of feedback,
and they're acting on it. And I think they're really trying to push that before really maybe going into any other maps or any other plans that they'd have going forward. My brother had this kind of thing where he was like, listen, I think after they kind of commit to whatever 4 seasons that they already quote unquote promised, that they might just kill the project altogether and just stop like
I
supporting
was
it.
on that. I was on the train myself.
So I don't think it looks that way now. I think after they kind of get everything from the original game kind of tooled up and getting the feeling of Battlefield back, which I think, especially with this update here that's coming out, with this next update, one of the biggest things they're doing here is the weapon proficiencies, for the different classes, like assault, engineer, support, recon, like very traditional Battlefield things here, like assault. The assault class here, assault rifles are ready to quick fire after sprinting. Engineer, utility weapons have improved reloading capabilities. Support class, LMGs have additional magazines and are more efficient when deploying bipods. Recon, faster to stabilize when holding breath, with longer hold breath durations. Like, so if you are X, whatever, it's not like you have to be this one particular character or person in order to get certain traits. It's just you could be a certain character in that proficiency, whether it is recon, support, engineer, assault, and you're going to get those benefits to those weapons pretty much.
Which makes sense.
Yeah,
It gives you more of a feeling of, if I pick a support class, I know exactly what I can do with a support class that
exactly.
nobody else can.
And what my role
It's
is, and what's my role.
what my
That's the big
goal
thing.
is, right?
If I'm an assaulter, what
Especially
is
to
my
strip it
role?
away.
Exactly. If I'm an assault,
Yeah.
what am I doing? I'm entry fragging. I'm trying to clear it. If I'm
Mm-hmm.
recon, what am I doing? I'm in the back. I'm sniping. I'm doing, like, if I'm support, where am I? I'm probably with a bunch of people throwing ammo down and laying down suppression
Correct.
fire. If I'm an engineer, where am I? I'm outside of the vehicles. I'm healing the vehicles. What am I doing? You know what
I
I
can
mean?
almost
Like,
guarantee that these changes still won't give you the person playing as a medic throw med kits for you
no,
to revive
that
your
that'll never change. I could literally,
That'll
I
never
could ping people. I could yell at, if the game had proximity chat, I could yell at people to fucking throw a med kit down on top of you,
medic,
and it would never happen.
medic.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Um, but
No,
yeah,
but
man.
it's come a long ways. They and it's like the reserve thought we had, like me and Draven and a lot of the community, where it's like, after the commitments they will unplug.
Yeah,
They left a bad taste in our mouth. Dare say again, Anthem. They did that. It's like,
yeah.
it's one of those things where, like, do we really trust them with saying they're gonna continue on doing this, and then they're not. But no, it looks like they're committed. And like Draven said in the chat, they haven't promised or said anything about another season past 3. But it looks like with all the reworks they're doing, and all the, like, bringing back the way the classes used to be for the most part, and doing new maps, reimagining the older
Reimagining
maps
the
and
older
bringing them back.
maps. Yep.
Right.
And when I say older
Putting
maps,
them
I don't mean like
in
traditional maps. I mean the maps that came out with
OG maps, the
2042.
ones that came,
The
yeah,
the,
the ones
the
that launched with
2042 maps.
2022.
That,
Yeah.
yes.
Hmm. Yeah, like the orbital and like those type of maps. They reworked them to the point where it's no longer, because the way it was like you literally ran around and got shot because there was hardly any cover.
Yep.
Like, there was really, like, if there's a sniper on the team, you're gonna get shot when you spawn because there's no cover. You look at a zigzag your way home. You remember Battlefield Friends?
Yeah.
Like the way they made jokes and like
Yeah.
that's how
Yeah.
it felt. It felt like
Yeah.
you were part of an episode, an endless episode of those things.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on here? But yeah, no, the reworks are
So
really
they've
good.
they already did the reworks to Kaleidoscope, Renewal, Orbital, and bringing HU flags closer to the action, removing redundant play space. They're reworking Manifest and Breakaway, as well. 2 more map reworks coming your way during Season 3. Update 3.1, you receive an update to Manifest, and then alongside the Specialist rework in Update 3.2, look forward to a massive overhaul of Breakaway. So,
I will say this: if you were critical of this game when it launched, it was rightfully so. However, if you have not played the game since launch, at this point, that critical argument you had is dated. It's no longer even valid.
Yeah.
Unless you play it again now and then have an updated opinion on it. But
Yeah. And
if you're critical about this, now is the time to jump in there and get that, like, get that refresh feel of it.
And if you are a PC gamer with EA Play, or you have Game Pass, or if you're on Xbox and you have Game Pass as well, this holiday, this December, is going to be the best time to be able to do that, because now, I mean, they do a free access period across all platforms, kind of just like hype it back up. But the game is coming to Game Pass and also via EA Play as well too, because of the deal that EA has with Xbox. Because of that. So yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like there is no entry cost. The entry cost is your subscription that you're already paying for.
$10 or $15, whatever you're paying.
Whatever you're already,
or reward points.
Right, exactly. Whatever you're already paying for, now you have access to another full-fledged, and I will say this, a full-fledged AAA title. that has now been updated through where this isn't the same Battlefield that launched a year ago. Like, you know what I
This
mean?
isn't.
So
This isn't. That's what I'm saying. If
yeah,
you're critical, then that opinion is no longer valid because it's a different game.
yep,
If you played it at launch or haven't played it since, it's a complete different game from that point forward.
yeah,
Give it a try.
absolutely. So yeah, so that was definitely we started talking about during the Call of Duty section, but this is just to give a bigger scope onto what they're doing over there. So, and I'm excited for this. I'm definitely going to be playing this when it comes to Game Pass
Good.
for
Oh,
sure,
nice.
100%. I'm gonna have to try to start finding room in my hard drive though. It's gonna be one
That's
of
it.
those. It's the only
That's it right there. Yep.
where
That's the part.
just,
That part.
certain
That
games are
part.
gonna
Yep.
have to kind of get the boot a little bit because fucking Call of Duty's taking up 300 gigs. So I don't know, I don't know what to tell you.
Mm,
Fucking Call of
mm.
Duty. Fuck me. Oh, by the way, if we didn't mention it before in the Call of Duty section, might as well. What was it? 115 gig file.
115, 16 gig
Yeah,
file.
I don't know what it is for PC. I'll let people know when I tweet it when the update comes tomorrow.
It's a
But
chunky file, man. It's a chunky file.
it's a chunky boy. It's chunky.
It's a chunky boy. Yeah. But we expect that from Call of Duty. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
It's like, oof.
And I think just going into our last, I guess, quote unquote, major topic. I say quote unquote. I mean, our last topic. That we had,
because I mean, like literally, I just realized now that every topic we touch has been update of the game itself, like updated COD with the new season, updated Halo with an update, and now we talked about the updated Battlefield coming to Game Pass.
Yep.
But shifting gears a little bit to end the pod, if we can end it on this, we're gonna talk about something else.
Yeah. How about that game that came out this week? Holy shit, dude.
This thing came out this week, right? This little thing right here, this little game.
I'm showing Maximilian's POV right now. That's on stream. So, shout out to him by the way too. I love him for content.
I love these names.
He's great for content. But dude,
Maximilian,
yeah. He's got a playthrough thing. I mean, this video right here is 6 hours. I think he started playing on. By the way, he's also playing Give Me God of War. No, that's not me. I'm playing on, and I'm outing myself. I don't care. Nobody asked, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to go back a second real quick. Yeah, I'm going to pause it. I'm playing on Give Me Grace because I'm a bitch. Okay?
Hey, no, stop that. You're talking to somebody who if accessibility options exist in the game that doesn't fuck with my achievement, that's where I'm going.
Yeah, well, listen, I want to play the game and I want to experience the story. I will go back and probably play it on no murder. I will.
You get no shame.
Yeah, and listen, here's the thing too. This isn't like I think you can play the game on the lowest difficulty setting and still platinum the game, from what I understand as well too.
Sign me the fuck up.
So I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Not that I'm not going for that. I'm thanks to my brother for getting this game on the PS5 that I'm able to play it on the PS4 Pro. And just from my experience as well too, Max was playing on PS5.
Born to the wrong fucking family.
What's that?
I'm starting to think I was born in the wrong family.
Oh damn. Why are you saying? Well,
God damn it!
I'm just. You share fucking. I'm just saying. Listen, it's a happy coincidence that my brother just ends up being a fucking gamer, and we like similar shit. He got Sifu. I think I was able to play Sifu.
I'm telling you. I can't wait for this game, by the way, to come out. If and when it comes out on PC, I don't have a PS5, so
yeah.
But if and when it drops on PC,
I think it will be dropping on PC.
It will. I just hope it's sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
I want it sooner rather because this is oh my god, the shit that I've been hearing about this game and what you've been telling me.
Yeah.
And Draven, oh lord,
dude,
I need it.
So the one thing I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not that far into it to really spoil anything. There are people that already have gone through beat it and stuff like that. From where I'm at right now, I'm in the first major play area right now, but within the first half an hour to an hour, you're hooked right away. This is it's a direct continuation pretty much from 2018 God of War, from story and stuff like that. If you didn't play it, it's really cool. They actually do a quick...
That's how they did the original trilogy, where it literally ended and started from the last of the is there a time jump? That's not a spoiler, right? No.
I mean, well, Atreus is older, so yeah. So essentially, if you played if you see him now, a couple of years definitely have gone by, for sure, since the 2018 one. I forget how many in real world, or if they actually even say, in their in-game time, you know what I mean. But obviously, Atreus is older.
Well, to be fair, the 2018 version didn't end. It ended on a big note, but it didn't end like the traditional ones where it literally ended you on the back of a freaking Titan, and then you start the next one
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
Titan.
yeah.
And it didn't do that. So
No, it
to be
wasn't
fair,
that,
so,
but it was cliffhangery where it was like so, and they
yes,
don't waste time. Like within the first hour of the game, you're getting the big kind of plot to the story and what you're pretty much doing in this
good.
game in Ragnarok. So, and it just and it's like if you weren't sold on the game, like by that point,
The
it's
one thing
like
I
I don't
asked,
know,
and
man.
maybe you can answer here on the pod. You already gave me the answer, but just to say it on the pod, the one thing I asked you is the controls, because in
The
2018,
Yeah.
as good as they were clunky, in my opinion.
They didn't no, the combat feels really good. Like from just my experience and
Okay,
stuff like that, just combat just feels like really nice. The game just plays good.
refined, good. I
Yeah,
think,
if
yeah.
I mean I think if you're I don't want to necessarily compare it to like, the Elder Scroll or things like that, but like if you're used to like the whole parry concept or even 2018 combat, like it just feels like things are for me personally, things are they feel a little smoother and stuff like that. I played a little bit of 2018 just to kind of get an idea between the two. But and like I said, for me, I'm playing on a 4K TV. I'm playing on a PS4 Pro. The TV says it's at 4K. I'm pretty sure it's just upscaled. I'm playing on performance mode because I want it to perform better than look better. That's just me personally. And it's
Mm.
performing. I really didn't have any glitches or anything like that. Couple of texture pops as far as like in draw distance, like when things are like kind of far away. You can see
The
a
limitations
little bit of
of
that, just
last gen,
limitation of
yeah.
the hardware for sure. And then I had one crash. I told my brother about literally, but I think that's because I had the play. So check this out. I was playing the game the first day it came out. I put the PlayStation in rest mode. I didn't turn it down completely, but I did save. But the game was still technically on and running in the background. I never closed the application. So I'm attributing. I mean, I could just be a cop out, but when I load back in, I only played for maybe like 20 minutes or so, and then it blue screened. It literally the
Mm.
game just
Okay,
crashed.
okay,
But
okay.
I'm having
But that's on your PS4 Pro.
well, that's on a PS4 Pro, but I have
Okay.
there's no like what am I looking for like
Quick resume.
yeah, like it was kind of like that where it was like wait, I never shut down the game. I mean, I was surprised actually when I booted back up and I was like, "Oh shit, like I'm still here." Like the game was still paused and I'm still at where I was when I left off. So I was like,
It wasn't expected.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, it wasn't expected, but then I experienced the blue screen a little bit after that. So that's why I'm just attributing that because I haven't blue screened after that and I played like for another
It
two
might be
more
that. It could be
hours,
that. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And like I said, it just in my play experience, it's just been really fun.
You're
Personally,
definitely gonna get this if it drops on PC, right?
yes,
Yeah.
I will personally purchase this if it drops on PC for sure, or not if but when it drops on PC. This is
No,
definitely going to be
there's a part of the game somebody had put on TikTok, like a snippet of it. I don't know
yeah.
if you got to this point yet. I don't know how far in the game that is, but it's like a wombat kind of a creature thing that that speaks to you, and then he has like a chime or a metal thing, like little chime things next to him, and you can hit it with your axe over and over again. And depending on how many times you hit it, the animal species is like, oh, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to annoy me. It's not gonna happen. And then if you keep doing it, like, he yells at you like, stop it! No one do
I
it.
didn't
Like
get to that
it's
part yet. No.
like a trolley thing. It's pretty. So I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I
Makes
didn't
the
get to
world
that
feel
part yet.
alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, this is literally the, the opening, part of it that Max is playing through right here.
This part, yeah,
Yeah,
damn,
this part here is pretty much like the opening like part to the game itself. You Freya was in the last game as well too.
of course, yeah.
Yeah, she's like fighting
She
you now
hates you.
because spoiler, you killed her son, but her
Yeah,
son was going
yeah.
to kill her, but you still killed him and didn't let
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
you kill Connor.
yeah.
McGregor.
Well, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
basically who
Anyway,
McGregor. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah. So like I said, I've had a lot of fun with it. I'm looking to play more of it. The PlayStation's upstairs in the living room, so I'm kind of limited. Like my setup's down here, so it's like I haven't been fully just able to play it. If I had the PlayStation down here, I'd probably still be just playing that right now.
I feel like that adds more to the experience of the game, like not being able to play whenever you want to play it, because now you're like, oh, I want, like, it's
That's
that
what I mean.
whole
I want to
absence
play
of the
like
heart
tomorrow.
thing.
I'm gonna play
Yeah,
tomorrow. I'm setting like when I wake up, like I'm gonna go and play more of it. Like you know what I mean? Like I've already,
yeah.
it's in my brain. It's like no, I'm gonna go play more because I want to play more of it.
Shit, I
Um,
wish at this point I wish I didn't sell my pro like last year. Like I
yeah,
really think I wish I didn't sell, because I would be playing this right now.
yeah.
Like
So
God of War is my shit. Love God of War.
yeah, so
God of War.
I personally don't have anything bad to say about it. The story for me has been really good so far. I kind of got hooked like right away immediately. I'm grateful obviously that I didn't have to purchase it. Shout out to my brother Draven for buying it and me being able to, and sharing
You
with
mean
my
you
PlayStation.
didn't go out your way and pause it and try to walk out of the screen, out of the map, and say, "Look, this is you didn't do all that." Like
What do you mean?
just show off, like like what people do. They video shot it and then they try to walk out of the screen and look, and the bushes don't move and the foliage and blah blah. You didn't do all that. Like,
No, I didn't do all that because I'm not.
you didn't
Also,
do none
once
of
again,
that.
it's like I'm, you know, listen. I've seen clips of him clipping through and things. I haven't, and I'm just being as honest as I can be. I haven't
Well, why would you? Like,
experienced.
it's whatever.
Okay, I just
You're playing the game.
I haven't experienced that yet. I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if I do experience that because there's not many games in fucking Call of Duty you could super bounce like you could in Halo 2.
You can
Like you know, what I mean?
super
You could
fucking. Yeah, you showed me.
literally
That. I'm like, holy
you
shit,
could
that's still here.
literally fly across the fucking. You could fly
Yeah.
out of one of the maps and end up in fucking the Warzone map. Okay, like literally, and not be
Listen,
counted
I'm
out.
still getting on my next gen Series X. I still get pop-ins on Call of Duty. Like, I literally, I zoom in, zoom out. I'm getting pop-ins.
Yeah.
Like,
But I'm just, but how I am and how I am with gaming and just what I'm trying to get out of it, it's like it's not where I haven't
it's not
experienced a
worth it.
situation that,
Yeah.
and just
Well, you're engaged, you're immersed, so that
I
sort of
haven't
stuff is not
experienced a
even part of
game
the game.
breaking. I haven't had a game breaking experience with this game that's like fuck. It makes me not want to play this game. Like the game is playable. The game looks really good on the 4K TV I'm playing on, and it's running pretty good. And I'm not really getting like major. I'm not noticing personally any. I mean, it could happen. I could be getting frame drops and stuff, but personally, it's not affecting my game play and how I'm playing it. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
just me.
no,
Yeah.
shout out to Santa Monica Studios, man. They do good work, excellent work when it comes to the God of War franchise. I mean, and everything else that they've done work on before.
And
I'm a bigger fan of the traditional trilogy because the way
Sure.
that played out. But I don't hate this. I don't hate this new like the reimagining or whatever you want to call it, reboot.
Or a continuation because technically all of that stuff is still like the original trilogy. I mean, it's mentioned a lot even in this game as well too. Kratos' past and stuff like that. Like everybody is fully aware of who Kratos is and where he comes from, and you know
Listen,
what I mean.
And
like,
I'm not gonna say this on the pod, but from what your brother told me, which is essentially probably the beginning, you probably went through it already. But when your first meetup with Thor, is badass.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
what he expects of you is like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, no, and that's why I say the first hour because you do that whole interaction within the first hour of the game, and literally it's like holy shit, like they're not fucking around. Like
because what the community of the people who play God of War, like especially myself, the community of God of War, the gamers that play it, are literally asking. We've been asking for a while. Like I want that, even though I love 2018's God of War, I want brutal Kratos back. I want that Kratos back. I want him to rip shit like apart and just brutally murder people.
Yeah.
Like remember those like the original trilogy? It was like, bro, I need to get up to that platform, but in order for me to get there, I need boots that have wings on them. Who the fuck has that? Oh, that guy. I'm gonna go kill his ass.
Yeah.
And take his boots
Get
and I'm
those
gonna use them
boots
to
so
fly
I
up
could.
to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
like
one.
that,
I mean, as far as the brutality and stuff, there's definitely like even building back up like your rage bar or your god bar, pretty much, or it's rage bar. I think it's called like
rage bar.
They added like the dismemberment now and things like that. Like you literally, a lot of the enemies and stuff, you could literally chop their heads off now and stuff like that. Like they have all animations for all that stuff. It's it's pretty out there, pretty gruesome and stuff. So it's cool, But like I said, I'm still kind of early in the game, so but I'll definitely talk about it more. We'll probably have, I wouldn't say like more of a spoiler conversation like on it, but
God of War has space in this pod. It does. I love it. So anytime, especially when I get it, when it comes out on PC, I'm gonna be talking about it myself. So
no,
and it might be a year later, 2 years later, 6 months later, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But we'll be talking about God of War because it is the franchise that it holds near and dear to my heart. I like it.
Yeah,
love it.
I'm excited to go play more of it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for that.
Sun is already down. Holy shit.
Yeah, man, that time. Well, it is that time because we are done with topics.
Yeah. We are done. We're done with topic. Has it been?
Yeah, bro.
It didn't feel like forever. All right, cool. Not that it ever does, but
no, I know.
All right, so we have reached that part of the pod where we recap. Okay, so we spoke about Call of Duty. Big information dump on that. I want to appreciate you guys for following through on that and being here for that. Then we spoke about the Halo Infinite Winter update, which is pretty dope. I love the Forge, and hopefully one day we can get together sometime soon to play the co-op. And then we spoke about the Battlefield coming to Game Pass, right?
Yep.
So if you haven't played it since day one and you were critical of it, I said this, go ahead and play it back. If you still have the same same feeling of it, then it's valid. And then we spoke about God of War 2022, which is the sequel to 2018's. Which I didn't think it was going to drop. I thought it was going to be delayed, but it got dropped. And it's pretty, from what I'm seeing and hearing from you guys, it's well worth it. So can't wait for me to get my hands on that whenever that becomes on PC. But other than that, man, what's this episode 68? With next week being the
Yep, meme.
69,
Yeah,
the meme episode. But no, man, I appreciate everybody coming out. Shinrock in the chat, Timber, Risk It. Your brother was in here.
yeah,
What was it? If all the lurkers.
yeah, man.
I haven't seen anybody.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's it. All right. Next week it will be at 4:00 p.m. Eastern time. On a Sunday. On a Sunday. But man, I got nothing else, Logic.
Nah, that's it, man. Thanks for everybody hanging out with us. Obviously, shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody, audio listeners. Audio will be up very soon
Mm-hmm.
with all your bookmarks as well too. Uh,
All that.
yep, all that jazz and stuff. And yeah, we'll be back same time next week. Talk about some more gaming. Probably there's going to be a lot of gaming going on. I'm probably going to be doing some streaming this week for sure when it comes to the Warzone stuff and DMZ stuff for sure. So be on the lookout for that. Just follow us on the socials, obviously, to just know where we're at and stuff. I'm sure Kills will
And
probably
I
get some
want to get
too.
streaming, but the way the technology's been treating me this week has been hard to even stream. So
Like I said,
hopefully, I get back
hopefully
to
you
that so I
know
can
we get the
show you
system
guys
under
my
control.
grind. Yeah, my
Yeah.
camo grind. But I'll do this because I didn't mention the top of the hour. Same bat channel, same bat time. Rest in peace to Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a big loss in the community when it comes to Batman. So, but
Yep.
other than that, and my man, Gallagher, he passed away too.
Yeah.
If you guys don't remember who that is, that man used to smash watermelons. So, but other than that, man, I appreciate you guys coming out. Episode 68 in the books, in the bags. You guys in chats, as always, bring the energy. If you haven't done so already, please like the channel, share us out, sub if you haven't. If you're new to the channel, you enjoyed it, please sub to it. Get the word out. We here every single week. We do this for the fun of it. We love video games. Dragon Heart Yobi. How the fuck did I forget he was in the chat?
Yobi.
Shout out to the man Yobi, OG for sure. But other than that, man, I appreciate you guys for coming out. Episode 60 in the books. Until next week, happy fucking gaming, everybody.
Later.